Welcome to another episode of Spare Time. I'm Carlos. My guest today is my nephew, who's not really my nephew, but Elijah Garcia. How's it going, dude?
Good, man. Happy to be here.
Welcome.
Happy to be on the podcast.
And as is customary, my buddy Mike's here. What's up, Mike?
Hello.
All right. Glad you guys made it.
Yeah, happy to be here.
It was a long drive, but I made it.
All right. Take those headphones off because I hate them.
Yeah.
All right. So, you're not from here, Elijah, so tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm from Riverside, California.
Riverside.
Oh, that was weak.
Riverside.
I.e. Riverside. Yeah, dude, I'm just a dude trying to figure life out. That's pretty much it, man. Just wandering around.
That's the weakest intro ever.
Doing
just
things.
some dude. Just some dude.
He's just some dude.
Wandering.
Oh my god. No, so you were a Marine, or I guess Marines are always Marines.
Always.
So you are
Always
a Marine.
Marine.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. You grew up and you said you grew up in Riverside.
Yeah, from Riverside. And I went to college. I tried to play college ball, and then I ended up getting cut from the college football team. So I did what other failed athletes do, and I went and enlisted in the Marine Corps.
Is that what they do?
Oh, yeah. It's either that or sales. That's kind of the way of life, huh? But
Sure.
I went home and enlisted, ended up doing the infantry, and really enjoyed my time, man. I had a pretty kick-ass time, made the best friends ever. Did some pretty cool stuff.
That's what the military is good for. You definitely make friends and learn a little bit about life.
Yeah, I probably would have fucked my life up too without it. I probably wouldn't have done anything good.
Yeah. A little bit of guidance.
Yeah, a lot of bit of guidance.
Well, it sounded like you kind of started off on the wrong path anyways when you got in there. So you said that you had a hard time with alcohol and shit when you first got in. And
Yeah, dude, alcohol, drugs. I mean, I got stationed in Hawaii.
Uh-oh.
So, you
Yeah.
put me in Hawaii and I kind of went nuts.
What could go wrong?
The
right?
lifestyle's rough, a hard job, long hours, you're doing hard stuff all day. And so I really went hard on the free time too.
What kind of hard stuff do you do in
yeah,
Hawaii?
what kind of hard? Most people in the military don't do anything hard at all. So
Yeah, we just honestly getting treated like shit was a hard thing too.
Yeah,
Just
mental.
in the Marine Corps, it's called being a boot. Your
Boot.
first year is called your boot year.
Yeah.
And you're just treated like a human piece of shit. And it's hard. Like,
I wonder who came up with that philosophy. Let's fuck these guys up mentally and then give them guns.
Yeah, so you really it was really rough. So I just got hammered about it a lot.
that's one way to deal with it.
Yeah.
So grew up in Riverside. You played football and wrestled, right?
Yeah, I played football, wrestled, and then I did long jump, triple jump, and track.
So you were just all around athlete all the time, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I like to keep myself busy. Again, I think I would have fucked up if I wasn't doing stuff. I would have found bad stuff to do.
How was that? How'd you like it down there?
I like growing up in Riverside. I really wish I'd have grown up somewhere like here instead, though, with more nature and stuff. But it was cool. I enjoyed it. I had some pretty cool friends and pretty decent community. I got a good amount of family down there.
Well, and you were born and raised there, so you didn't know you were missing out on anything else.
I don't know. We took enough
Right.
trips up here into Bishop and stuff. I definitely knew what I was missing out on.
Nice, yeah. I remember when you were a kid. How old were you? You must have been 14 years old or something when you guys came up here.
Yeah, probably 13.
And we took you
14.
camping for your first time and riding four-wheelers and shooting and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember you thought that was like the most amazing thing ever.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I want more of this.
And you got bit by a tick.
Yeah, I got bit by a tick.
no.
I got poison oak. I
Yeah.
got...
Sweet.
Oh, man.
You got to learn all
You
the
got
bad
all the
stuff,
good
too.
stuff. Right.
Yeah.
I've been here my whole life. I've still never been bit by a tick.
Are you serious?
Knock on wood. I don't think they like brown meat.
Yeah, they don't like you.
Well, I guess you're brown meat too.
meat, dude.
I guess that ruins that theory.
Yeah, wrong.
You're probably more brown than I am.
I don't know. You're pretty damn brown, dude.
Yeah, but you're like Southern California.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm Oregon brown.
Oregon brown.
Which is impressive
What's that?
because the complexion out here is typically pretty pasty.
Pretty
Well, I
damn
only have to
white.
go in the sun a couple days and I'm good.
Yeah.
If I took my shirt off, you would think differently of me.
What the fuck is that?
As you're putting your sunglasses on. Oh, so what's been going on, Mike? How you doing?
Well, just every day, same as always.
Yeah?
Work.
Still loving the job?
Yeah. Got one kid out. Now down to one, and pretty cool.
Well, that's not the job. That's just your life.
No, that's, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, that is my life.
That was a fun episode having Gavin on.
Yeah, he loved it.
Yeah. He's a character, dude. I like that kid. He did not comprehend. When I was editing that episode, and we're trying to ask him,
I know.
what are red flags and green flags?
Yeah, he's like,
He did not understand that concept at all.
there's none. There is none.
We're like helping him through that
Yeah.
because he had no concept of what a red flag was.
Poor kid. Gullible. Fall for anything.
And he's into everything that was not good for
Yeah,
our time.
exactly.
Yeah. Like I asked him about face tattoos. He's like, oh yeah, definitely.
He's gonna get a face tattoo.
No, we're talking about like girls.
Girl.
Oh,
Red
okay.
flags for girls and shit. And we're like, dude, what about face tattoos? He's like, oh yeah.
That's hot as hell.
He's just trying to have a good time. Not a long
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Which,
Who said I was being serious?
for anyone that knows Gavin,
Yeah.
you picture him and some little chick with a freaking face tattoo is the farthest thing you could ever
Away.
imagine. Walking next to his big ass.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
It'll be good for him.
What about you, Elijah? You're on the prowl.
I heard.
They're all pink on the inside.
Oh my goodness.
Too worried about it.
I heard stories.
What are the red flags for you, dude?
Oh shit. I don't know, man. Not
as,
pink on the
as
inside.
long as they're all right with you being homeless.
Yeah, as long as they're
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with me being mildly homeless.
Mildly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not very homeless though, dude. Your camper is pretty fucking nice.
Yeah, but it's a pretty weird thing to tell someone. Like, yeah, I don't really
Come
live
back to my
one place.
RV.
Yeah, I want to go to my trailer.
I don't
That's
know. I
not
think
creepy
that's
at all.
A thing with your freaking age group, though. I mean, there's lots of people your age that are living in vans and
Down by the
traveling
river.
the world, and I don't know. That was like something completely uncalled of when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a lot more people are doing it. I tried to live in the truck camper for a while when I first got out of the Marine Corps. And that was, I actually felt homeless.
Yeah.
That was too homeless. I had to upgrade to the travel trailer. That was too much, dude. That was too homeless.
You're like, you can't get dressed laying down. It just sucks.
Yeah, dude. And then I had to shower outside, a little shower rig on there, showering
with the,
outside.
With the outside curtain on the,
It's too much. This is
The
too
old Arctic
homeless.
Fox set up.
Yeah, I can picture that being too homeless.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've never done any of that. Dude, when I was growing up, I mean, you had to have a roof over your head.
Yeah.
But in looking back though, I think it would have been awesome. Like
Yeah.
I would love to live the nomad life, like you call it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool for a little while.
Hell
when
yeah.
you're young, anyway.
God dang right.
Yeah, before you freaking
You get to
knock
an age.
somebody up, and
Yeah.
get stuck somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the goal, is to just travel hard now and then chill out later. Also, I don't know how long my body's going to hold up for. I don't know how much time I got left, so I'm just going to ride this fucker till the rims fall off, dude.
Yeah. I say when you slide into home plate, you better be fucking broken.
Yeah, that's exactly my thought process here.
So, tell me a little about growing up in Cali. Tell me about doing all the sports, and I know your mom was super involved back then. And
Yeah, dude. My whole life my identity was being an athlete. Everything was sports. You know, like my whole life revolved around sports.
yeah,
That was kind of my
Just organized sports or just
organized
everything?
sports. Yeah, just organized sports. I didn't really.
Were you
I
into
kinda wish I
skateboarding
would-
or anything like that?
And I wish I rode BMX for a while
BMX, yeah.
before I got to high school. But once I got to high school, it was organized sports. And I wish I would have done something else, like play guitar or like something. It's like,
That your little brother, isn't he?
yeah, my kid brother's definitely into,
Yeah.
he's into guitar and stuff. He's got a healthy amount of hobbies. He's more
spread out.
well-rounded.
Yeah.
But yeah, just straight sports, man. I like live to play sports. Friday nights were the entire world to me, you know.
Just like the show.
Yeah. But instead of shocking the world, it's like this small Inland Empire area.
Yep.
Dude, there's nothing small about freaking Southern California.
Yeah. What's the population in the town you're from?
I don't know, dude, a lot.
It's like way.
And it doesn't matter. It's Riverside.
Yeah.
You can't tell the difference from one town to another.
When it stops.
It's all LA.
Yeah. Pretty much.
For like, I don't know, even if there was no traffic at all, you're still talking about just one big city that you're driving through for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I definitely see how I can feel that way. But when you live there, every place has its own charm, its own personality.
Well, yeah,
sure. Definitely.
Every little subdivision and every little...
Yeah, like Riverside's a pretty cool little city because it's so centrally located. Like, there's not a ton to do in Riverside, but you're an hour away from the mountains, you're an hour away from the desert, you're an hour away from the beach. Mm-hmm. So I would say it's really similar to Roseburg.
Yeah.
You know, because you're an hour away from everything as well.
Pretty central.
Yeah.
But no traffic, though. So it's
if there was no traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I never made it down there to hang out with you guys at that place. Now your folks are living in Arizona, or your mom is.
Yeah, they're up in Arizona. Small business owners kicking ass, dude. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
They sold out. They went all in on it, man. Cashed out their retirement, everything. And
why not?
Yeah, what a gamble, dude.
Well, they're hustlers, so
they'll make it back.
Yeah.
Picture it. Yeah, you got that from them.
Yeah, dude, just being unorthodox and sending it.
Just go.
Sometimes you just got to go all in.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And figure it out. So, how long were you in the Marines?
4 years. Just one contract, yeah.
What were you doing in there? Tell me a little bit about your time in the Marines.
I was an infantryman, specifically in 0352. I was in CAT, which is Combined Anti-Armor Team. So, you know, when you see the lines of trucks with the up-armored Humvees with the...
Oh, the guy that gets shot
guns.
first?
Yeah. So we
he's the target.
Our weapon systems were the Javelin, the Saber system, the 50 cal, and the 240, and the Mark 19.
Nice.
So we really got to play with all those guns, and it was fun, man. It was a really cool job. If things were different, I would probably still be in right now.
Well, how'd that go? I mean, I know you've told me a little bit about how your whole thing with the Marines went, but you know, tell the people listening. I mean,
so I was in the Marine Corps, and in the Marine Corps, there's a huge stigmatism around going to medical. That's what we call going to see the doctor, going to medical.
Well, I think that's all military.
Oh yeah, it's all medical. Yeah, so I'm
talking the stigmatism.
Oh, the stigmatism, military. Yeah. So I injured myself pretty badly, and I never went to medical. I just thugged it out. I just pushed. You know, my platoon protected me. Leadership helped me out, like with the injuries and stuff. But really, I just pushed my injuries too far, and then it got to a point where I couldn't hide them anymore. And then, you know, leadership told me, like, dude, you got to go to medical. Like, you're not fucking around anymore. Like, my feet were swelling through my boots, you know? It was so bad.
Your only option.
It was the worst timing ever because you were trying to become a sniper, right?
Yeah, dude. I was going to do the screener. I had big plans, dude. I had big plans. And I was thinking about re-enlisting. And all these thoughts are going through my head, and then life just threw a major curve. It's like when I got cut from the football team. Like life just threw a huge curveball at me. Yeah. So, and then I fought it. I tried to show them that I could still physically do what needed to be done, but it's an inoperable injury, and it's kind of a hard line drawn. If the injury's inoperable, then you have no other options.
No.
So I ended up getting retired.
But it seems like it's working out.
Yeah, it's been a long road to get to this point, though. Like, it's been a mental fight for sure.
Yeah. Well, anytime, I mean, life throws you some freaking pretty big curveballs, and
when you got to change,
you know,
plans.
it's all about how you deal with those that makes you who you are.
Yeah, because you get pretty institutionalized in the military. Like, it gives you everything, you know.
For sure.
routine, community, discipline, purpose.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that's just like the rugs. It wasn't really my choice. I didn't feel like,
Yeah. Someone chose for you.
yeah, I didn't feel like I stepped away on my terms. It was like someone else's terms.
Yeah. Yeah, routine is I'm a super routine driven person too.
Yeah.
And even, a million years ago when I was in the Army for a minute, I think that was the part that I liked the most about it. And then, it took me a lot of years to figure out that that's what was missing out of my life. And I just kind of have created my own routine now. And
That's awesome.
that's what I do. Which Sarah probably hates it because
No, I think
she doesn't like routine. She likes spur of the moment shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, that's not part of the day.
that's not happening.
That's not what's happening today. Yeah.
She's content because she gets to go and do it.
Yeah.
And you're
Well,
like,
that's
nope,
'cause
I'm
I
not,
just
I'm
let
not
her
breaking
do
my
her own
routine.
thing. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going. See you
He's like,
later.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, my lifestyle is pretty unorthodox, and I fly by the seat of my pants a lot. But there's
Yeah.
still a routine involved in the chaos,
Yeah.
So
like the way I wake up.
Like today, you had to, before you came here, you said you had to go run. And
Yeah, I had to go for a run, dude. Yeah, I was not. I'm going to school online.
You're
right
kind of
now.
ADHD though. You got a lot of pent up energy, and if you don't let it out,
Yeah, dude, you got to outrun the demons all the time. You know?
sitting here talking to us for a couple hours is like excruciating for you.
These fucking old guys.
Yeah,
They
hanging
don't
out and sitting
understand.
Still is not my
Yeah.
strong suit.
That works out though, especially while you're staying at my house because you're like constantly like doing shit that I don't have to do. So it works out.
Happy to be of service.
Perfect.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about some of the training and stuff you did in the Marines. I mean, you told me a little bit about some training. Sounded pretty cool. So
Yeah, so we did a lot of like I said, we were in CAT, so we did these things called the convoy simulator, and we'd go in and it was like a room where they like the whole wall was projectors, and then you drive around these simulated trucks.
Almost,
right on.
almost
So-
like VR.
Yeah, it was like VR stuff because we
like
were
you're playing a video game.
yeah, like you're playing a video game, and it was hell being a new guy because you're just like you couldn't do anything right.
Yeah.
Like everything you did was wrong. Like no matter what you did, you got people killed. So that was fun. We did that a ton in Hawaii because it was so hard to lock down ranges because you got to compete with all the other branches plus
Sure.
the FBI or whoever else is out there. So I really got the unfortunate experience of being a Marine in Hawaii, which means I didn't get a ton of training just because our backyard was so small. Like the dudes in 29 Palms or Camp Pendleton, they have huge training
Just
areas.
miles. Yeah.
Yeah, like we would go over to Schofield.
And they're not
which
sharing
is-
them with anybody.
No.
dude.
This is
fuckers.
ours.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people would be like, "You're so lucky to be in Hawaii," but we wouldn't spend that much time on island. We'd bounce. All of a sudden, like we're flying to another state to train, or we're flying to the Big Island, or whatever.
Constantly on the
And
move.
you said you guys were training for what was it you were talking about? They had like actors and freaking setting up buildings.
Yeah. So we would do like IED lanes and stuff, and we'd work on like clearing buildings and such like that.
Yeah.
But these little villages were set up, and they'd hire these contractors to come in, and they'd set them up, and they would be like all the way down to like pictures on the wall of like but they can't say that we're fighting the Chinese. They would say like
Yeah.
the Chinamanies or something,
Make it
Like,
name up.
they
Yeah.
would make up other names and stuff.
But
And-
they're preparing for whoever the most recent enemy is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're our AO was the Pacific. So who's the greatest threat in the Pacific is
Yep.
obviously China.
Obviously.
So we were preparing for a peer-on-peer force, which was China or Russia. Like we did some cold weather training up in Hokkaido, and we were training to fight Russia in the cold. I hope nobody goes to war in the cold because that fucking sucked. dude.
Living in Hawaii, learning to fight in the cold. Wait, that doesn't
Right?
sound
That's
right.
what we all said. You said a bunch of Hawaii Marines.
That doesn't
My,
sound right
my
at all.
dad, he was in the he's in the Army National Guard he retired 35 years in the military. And he 1 year they did annual training in Japan,
Uh-huh.
and it was cold weather training. And he said it was so weird because all the US soldiers were partnered up with or at least all the bigwigs were partnered up with other Japanese families, other Japanese soldier families. So like my dad stayed at this Japanese soldier guy's house with his family. And like over there they have bathhouses and stuff.
Yeah.
where they go, like,
Right.
he goes, like, once a week you go to a bathhouse or a couple times a week you go to a bathhouse, and that's when you really get
See
clean, you know? But he was saying that all the U.S. soldiers would get, they'd get like 2 or 3 MREs a day issued to them, and they were
For me,
cold weather MREs. So they were like,
best.
they were like 3,000 calorie MREs that you get like 3 times a day. And he goes, and the Japanese soldiers had like this little
bowl of
bento
rice.
box with like sushi and rice,
that was it.
and they got one of those
I
a
remember-
day. He
I
goes,
remember your dad
he's
told-
like, I
yeah.
don't think there was 1,000 calories in that box. He goes, but it didn't bother them at all. He goes, and their freaking uniforms weren't as thick as ours. I mean, they were out there in the freezing ass cold just like us, and it didn't bother them like it didn't bother them at all. And we were shivering our asses off, eating like kings compared to these guys.
Yeah.
And he said it blew his mind the way that the difference is as far as that goes. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, just training with the foreign militaries is weird. Just seeing how they do stuff differently.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese military really just focuses on a base of fire. There's not a ton of maneuver element.
No.
And like, you know, our military, at least the Marine Corps' goal is to create a base of fire and then maneuver, right?
Mm-hmm.
So create up like an L-shaped ambush and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like you're always trying to close with and destroy the enemy by fire and maneuver. That's always the goal. And theirs is more like set up.
Well, I think a lot of foreign countries, as far as their military goes, they're just training to be support for us.
Yep, that's
Support.
exactly the
Yeah.
point.
I mean, they're like,
Yeah.
hey, we're not doing anything
We're not
fancy,
doing the
dude. We're just
fighting.
here to back you guys.
yeah,
up.
we're just waiting for the U.S.
You
to
guys
come.
are the ones going to die, not us.
Yeah. You're the fodder.
Yeah.
Which you never, when you think about it, it makes sense.
Hmm.
But most people don't think that far into it.
Mhm.
They just think there's all these other countries that are going to be involved. But their involvement is very little. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't even hardly have a military.
No, we
So,
supply all the shit.
they just have just enough so that we'll come help them out.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Look at what, Ukraine? What?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. As long as we keep just throwing money at that problem, as long as we keep the U.S.
Unfortunately.
Troops out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm all for throwing as much money at that problem as needs to get thrown at it to keep troops out of there.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about, I mean, you have to do something to keep your allies, but at what point do you decide, we need to look after,
Where do you draw the line? Right?
we need to spend our money here, not
There.
taking care of you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which it probably boils down to whether they have something to give us or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Are we
the
getting
Middle
oil
East,
or
the oil.
something, yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of bigger picture shit too. Though.
Natural resource.
Yeah. So,
Government shit.
government, government shit for sure. So I mentioned earlier you live in the nomad life.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
How's that going so far? I mean, how long you been doing that?
Oh gosh, I've been doing that basically since I got out of the Marine Corps. I got out of the Marine Corps, I went straight to a hotshot crew.
And how long's that been? When did you
It's
get out?
been, I got out June of 22.
Okay, so a couple years now.
Yeah, a couple years now. I lived for a long time in Flagstaff for a minute.
So like hot shot as in firefighting?
Yeah, I
No
went
shit.
straight to the hotshot crew.
No
yeah.
shit. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it was perfect, dude. It's the closest thing you're gonna get to being an enlisted man on
That's
the outside
awesome.
that I've found.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You're like, well, I was medically discharged. I'm fucked up still, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna go fight fires.
you know what? I think I just want to keep doing whatever.
yeah. I think it was a huge thing for my pride too, though. Like to fuck
of
you to the Marine
course.
Corps. Like, look, I still got it, bitch. You kicked me
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Look what I'm
And
doing
I was
now.
willing to fucking put my shit on the line for you, and
No.
you kicked me out. Look
Yeah.
what I still got, So that was kind of the mentality. Like, can I still do this?
I think that's how a lot of military contractors end up doing that
The contracting
type of
thing.
thing. The contracting thing. I think a lot of them are guys that the military said, "No, you're
Get to
you're
a
too
point.
far gone. You
Yeah.
got to go," and then they are like they want to keep fighting or doing whatever.
Yeah.
This
So
is
that's
what-
cool
this
though.
is
How
what
was
I know.
how was hot shot and you liked it?
Oh, dude, I fucking loved it. Well, I actually hated it sometimes, but I
Right.
loved it. It was one of those
What
relationships.
states did you get to go to?
I stayed in California. We came up here to Oregon for a
Right.
little bit. Yeah, we went and touched Washington, but I just stayed on the West Coast. I really wanted to get a roll to Alaska.
Yeah.
That was my big goal, but we ended up missing it. I actually didn't go on a crew this year, because they went to Alaska. They were going to pick me up. So I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be on the side of a mountain sucking smoke right now.
A couple friends that were doing it, the West Coast and stuff, they got to go to Australia and New Zealand.
Lucky bastards.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That was something else.
It's a cool job, and
Just
not enough people
experience.
know. Not
Yeah.
enough people know what goes on, and that's a minimum wage job.
What?
It's a minimum wage job.
No
the
fucking
base
way.
pay is $15 an hour.
Oh my God.
I swear, dude.
Dude, I'll tell you
I
what,
thought it
most of
would
those
be
guys
way
that
higher
were
than
coming
that.
in here, like when we had our big fires here,
Yeah.
I had tons of those guys coming in. Those guys were pulling in some
Big money. Federal fires, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
they were wiping me out of everything they could get their hands on. They couldn't believe some of the shit I had in here for sale.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh
Are
my
you
God,
sure
I can't
this
believe
is legal?
Yeah, well, not even that, but I mean, I'm talking like they wiped me out of every freaking GPS I had. They wiped me out of
yeah.
all of my dehydrated food and MREs and
Yeah.
chem lights and everything. They were just like, "Oh, you can't get this shit for this cheap anywhere." And they were grabbing my stuff. So it was cool, and they were fun to talk to. I mean, those guys were having fun.
Yeah.
They were all asking us about what bars they could go hang out at,
I think
what there's to do around here, and
This is actually the first year that we haven't had a big fire camp
yeah,
within
Really?
30 miles or so.
yeah. Usually they're right in here. So
Yeah. Well, being a hotshot, I didn't spend a ton of time in fire camp.
No,
Usually we're like,
You're out.
yeah, we're out, So, or we're sleeping, like keeping operational integrity, typically like sleeping outside on, like I've slept in like baseball fields, parks, like,
Sure.
well, that's what
all
these
kinds of
guys did
weird-ass
too.
places.
But they were
in the church.
just close by. They were
Yeah.
in town here. So yeah, but that's cool. That was fun.
Yeah. It
What
was a ton
else?
of fun.
What else you been doing? I mean,
Just traveling around, dude. I was in Flagstaff and I was trying to do like normal life for a little bit. I was like, I'm just gonna stay here and go to school, and I hated it. I'm like, I can't stand this. I need to keep moving. I need to be on the move. And then I just put all my classes online and I booked a flight to Asia, and I took off and I backpacked over there for like 5 months.
what were you doing down there?
I was training MMA and hopping around Asia, just checking stuff out. I didn't really have any plans, or I didn't know a ton about the countries I was going to. It's just
So where'd you go? Tell me some
You
stories.
just
Tell me
get a
some
visa
stuff.
and went for it, huh?
yeah. Well, a lot of these places you don't even need a visa. You got a visa on arrival. Like
No
Thailand,
shit.
you get a visa on arrival.
Wow.
Indonesia, visa on arrival. Philippines, visa on arrival.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. The only place I actually had to apply for a visa for was Vietnam.
Well,
Yeah, and I fucked that up big time. Dude. Yeah, I had to pay a lot of money for someone to do some shady shit so I could get a visa. Yeah, dude. They were like, if you mention
you're
this,
like in the movies. And shit.
yeah, I'm like, oh shit. Somebody at the airport like gave me a number. I'm sure he's getting kickbacks or something. But
That's
they charged me like
crazy.
$250 to fix my visa.
Wow.
But I was at the airport and I'm like, oh shit, whatever. What am I
do
gonna
you
do?
Yeah. what
I
do you
want to
do?
go to Vietnam. So I had to pay that, but it was super cool, man. Touchdown in Thailand. I was by myself, so I just kind of went and did whatever I wanted to do. I didn't really,
Dang.
I'm not super knowledgeable about the world. Like I don't know
No, that's a lot of faith right there.
stuff.
Just go.
Yeah, so I just
Just
landed.
fucking
I'm
go.
like, fuck it, I'm gonna figure it out.
That's cool.
How's
as
that
fuck.
work when you don't speak the language?
You figure it out. Google Translate works great.
Translator. You walk around with your phone the whole time.
Yeah, the mistake I made in the beginning was I stayed at a hotel. I found the Bangkok Fight Lab, which is a really cool gym. I was just going to train, and I stayed at a hotel across the street. And it was so painfully lonely at the hotel. Like, nobody speaks the language. And all I was doing was going to train, go get food, go get a massage, go back to my room. That was like my life.
And it's probably more expensive.
Yeah, it's definitely more expensive.
Yeah.
And then after I left Bangkok, I started staying at the hostels. And that's whenever everything changed. That's whenever I got the social aspect I was missing.
Sure.
I'm making friends, hey, what is there to do around here? Because
Yeah.
like I said, I didn't go over there with a plan. Like I had
That's cool.
a rough idea of what I wanted to do.
Dude, I never knew what a hostel was till I was like your age.
Really?
Well, they don't have them in the U.S.
No.
Yeah. I mean, they have them in Hawaii and stuff.
do they?
Yeah, they have them
Yeah.
down in places like San Clemente has some. And I know because I've been out and I've been way
Oh.
too hammered to drive and just stay at the hostel.
I didn't even think the U.S. had them. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I had never heard of them around here at all. So, first time I had ever heard about them was when I was in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and had some kids freaking asking for spare change. And if you've never been to Canada, they have coins for like every dollar denomination and cash. So I wasn't used to that. So I had like this pocket full of freaking change that I was it was actually irritating because I was like, this shit's making my pants fall down. And they're like asking for spare change. So I just reached in my pocket and handed them everything I had. And they were super happy and said thank you and walked off. And then my buddy that was with me, he's like, dude, you just gave him like $40. And I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot that was change.
Dude,
My bad.
A lot of the hostels cost, I mean, nowadays, like $6.
Yeah.
I was paying $6 a night to stay places.
That's crazy.
But you're staying in like a bunk bed or a little like cubby, like a beehive.
With a bunch of people you don't know.
Yeah, from all over the world.
So basically, like a flop house. Basically.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but there's rules, and usually there's etiquette that people try to follow. I mean, some people don't, but I mean, it was cool. Like I've stayed at some bad hostels. Like I stayed at a hostel in Bangkok.
Everywhere we have the good and the bad.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, the cool thing is there's no commitment. You pay per night. So you go somewhere and you don't like it, like I'm out of here, dude.
See ya, fuck this.
Yeah, there was one I stayed at. There was like 15 ladyboys up in there, and they were relentlessly hitting on me. I was so wildly.
You're like, not today, motherfuckers.
Oh, handsome boy! Like I gotta get the fuck out of here, dude. Oh my god, dude!
You were sleeping with one eye open.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, dude.
The fucking alley it is.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm fucking leaving the next day.
Oh, so what took you? You went down there because you're into like jujitsu and stuff.
Yeah, so I was super into jujitsu, and I was in a small town in Flagstaff training at Average Jiu-Jitsu, and I competed in ADCC. I did pretty good, and
It's called Average.
Average.
Oh, I thought you said Average.
That'd be
I was like, that's a horrible name.
Yeah,
That's
I would
weird.
rock a name like that. That would be sick for a gym.
I don't know. It makes me think of like, why would I go there? Yeah.
Have you seen Dodgeball? Average Joe's.
Oh yeah.
You name it above average.
Yeah.
If you can dodge a wrench, you
You
can dodge
dodge
a
a
ball.
ball.
But I wanted to go and test my jiu-jitsu. That was the plan. And then when I was in Bangkok, I did an MMA class. And I was like,
That'd have
holy
been
shit. This
serious.
is awesome.
Yeah.
This is so fucking cool. Like,
Totally.
I love this.
Yeah.
And so, because I was in Thailand, I'm doing Muay Thai. I have to, right? I got to try it.
Did you get to see some traditional Muay Thai fights?
Yeah, dude, I actually trained at a couple traditional gyms like
that is
Pasok
just
Dong and stuff
so
like that.
cool as hell.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I would do the whole training session with them. I'd go running with them.
shit.
I would go
Dude,
come
Muay
back.
Thai is brutal.
Yeah, dude. And those guys train forever.
Yeah, life. Like it's a life,
Yeah.
you know.
It was such a humbling experience. I got my ass kicked so much, dude. I seriously got my ass kicked so many times.
There's a lot of professional fighters have went there and done it, and they didn't fare too good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
These guys are badass. And it is someone like a quarter of my size. They're like really small.
Yep. They start from, like I said, little kids, and that's just their lifestyle.
Yeah.
Well, you see videos of them training and stuff, and I mean,
I think it was like
they're like training with a tree, just smashing the shit out of their shin onto a tree.
Yeah.
And dude,
was it
your mouth and your
Yes.
shins are two things that I can't even watch.
Yeah,
shit happen
you don't wanna
to those. It
hurt,
just makes me
right?
nauseous.
That was one of the hard things I had to do to my shins because I had little baby shins, unconditioned shins. And so like the Thai guys, so one thing they do that's pretty funny.
With canes.
Yeah, is they condition your abs. So like while you're training, they'll have you like hold your arms behind your head.
And they're just
And
fucking you
they'll
up.
fucking hit you hard as shit, dude. And they'll like kick you in the stomach, or they take pads and hit you in the stomach. Because Muay Thai, like your hands are so high, you accept that you're going to be hit in the body.
Yeah, that's
So
the
yeah,
defense.
it's a part of the sport. It's just like you're going to get hit.
So
Like,
you got to have enough muscle mass.
Yeah, you condition your body for
to
it.
absorb it. Yeah.
And then they would take wooden dowels and they would roll them on my shins to try to kill the nerves.
Yeah.
Bro, I was, but I'm trying to be like a tough guy, you know? So I'm like I'm just eating it, but I'm fucking dying.
And they're all like, "Okay, white boy."
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like this big ego fueled environment. You're like, I'm fine. But then when I get back to my room, I'm like, oh.
Where's the ice?
yeah, no thanks. I would not do it.
Yeah.
No, screw that.
Oh, man. I just sent it, dude. I just fucking full sent it.
That's freaking cool as hell, though.
Yeah, it is.
So where else did you go? I mean, what
So
else
I went, I bounced all over Thailand. I went northern Thailand, central Thailand. And then I went to southern Thailand. There's a really popular gym called Bang Tao. It's like pretty known in the MMA community. It's like the hot thing right now. Like while I was there, George St. Pierre was there. John Jones
St.
was there.
Pierre, yeah.
Wei Lee was actively training there. So I was going there and it was mad expensive. but I was staying at a really cool hostel and a bunch of us were training. So it was like gladiator shit. Like, you know, like wake up, we all eat breakfast together. What classes are you going to today?
Yeah.
And then we'd all cruise on our scooters. We were like a little scooter gang. Riding the mopeds was the best part of traveling, dude.
Do you just rent them or what?
Yeah, you just rent them. Yeah, you rent them per day or whatever, and it's like usually $3 or $4 a day. And it's
That's
fucking
so crazy
fun,
that everything's
dude.
so cheap.
Oh, dude, so cheap. Everything is the lifestyle I could afford over there was crazy.
Well, yeah, you said you were getting pedicures and manicures.
Oh yeah, petty manis, dude.
Damn.
I thought that it was gonna take all my calluses off my feet because the mats were tearing my feet up over there. So I was scared to get one, but when they got it, it didn't take my calluses off. My feet felt amazing after that. I mean, I'm not going to get one in America because I'm not paying $50, $80 for one. But if it's $5,
$5.
why not? I'll fucking try it.
Oh, you might find a freaking hot lady there.
Yeah, I got a picture of a sign where I was at, and it said "No happy endings available."
At a mani-pedi place?
At a mani-pedi place.
They do happy endings at a mani-pedi place?
With your feet finish.
Shit.
Feet finish.
Oh shit.
That's awkward.
What'd you call it? Girly boy?
Lady boys?
Lady
over there?
boys, yeah.
That's what they call themselves in Thailand.
There you go.
Lady boy.
That would not fly here.
Yeah, it's so culturally accepted over
does.
there. It's not even weird.
That's funny.
Like it's just a part of life.
That's more Portland area.
You know, Mike and I, we try and be politically correct all the time.
The hell you say?
Oh shit! So, what other kind of cool shit did you do while you were down there? I know you said I was living vicariously through you with your posts on like Instagram.
Yeah,
like you guys went and you were like in a creek with a bunch of elephants.
Yeah,
and shit.
some of the hiking
Yeah,
pictures. Yeah.
yeah. So you there's these elephant sanctuaries over there,
Mhm.
and I made sure to find a sanctuary because I was.
They're
trying
a
to,
sacred animal in there, aren't they?
Yeah. No, this isn't like. Yeah, it's sacred like in the Hindu religion,
Yeah.
but I mean they're making money off these animals. dude.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
So you got to find the ones
They're
like
tools.
an ethical one.
Yeah.
So that was my big goal, was to find an ethical one, because you can find ones where they let you ride them and do all kinds of crazy stuff, but you could tell when the animal's getting treated like shit.
What do they call the person the handler?
I don't know. What
Isn't
they
there?
call them.
There's a specific name for the
I don't know about that. I have no idea.
It's a trunk wrangler, dude.
trunk wrangler. That's in your mind.
But yeah, I went, hung out with the elephants. I went to some really cool zoo in this random island in Indonesia. I got stranded there because there was bad weather, so my ferry couldn't go. So I'm like, fuck, what is there to do around here? And there was a zoo.
I thought you said they were called freaking lady guys.
He left your ass.
I was
huh?
not partaking in that.
He left your ass there. No.
So we freaking go over there, and it was $100 for this like exclusive ass zoo. Like I hung out with an orangutan. I got to
Damn.
like hold all this crazy shit. I got to feed everything, dude. I was hand feeding hippos.
That's freaking cool.
yeah, I was like playing with a baby hippo. That shit was
no
unreal.
shit. Right on.
Yeah, it was, and everything's so affordable. Like I said, that was $100, and I did all that, and I fed everything all day. I got to hang out with the orangutan, swim with the elephants.
That was like a
dolphins.
sanctuary or something.
Yeah, it was like some kind of animal sanctuary. And I had a personal guide the whole time, like a VIP experience. And it was $100. That would have costed a ridiculous amount.
Yeah,
That would have costed
thousands.
twice that at Wildlife Safari, dude.
Oh shit.
No, probably more than that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a couple $100 to just do like one animal.
To look.
Yeah,
That's like-
shit, dude. And then I just did a bunch of other tourist shit over there. I
Was
enjoy being a
the
tourist.
tourists pretty diverse, like all over from people
Oh, yeah,
all over the
people
world?
from all over. A shit ton of people from Australia, though.
Yeah,
I guess like Indonesia's like their Mexico because it's so close.
right.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a ton.
You said you made some friends from Germany, or
Yeah, dude, I made some really awesome friends from Germany. Shout out Ben and Luke and the rest of the guys,
Right, right.
dude. Yeah, man, I met him at a hostel in Thailand.
right on.
Yeah, I met him when I was in Phuket, and we just hit it off, man. When you meet people at the hostels, it's kind of weird, but you just skip the small talk and get right into the deep shit.
Mhm.
You just like, you're kind of like out there, you've been traveling alone. and
Yeah,
you're
because
just like-
it's all similar.
and nobody can judge you or anything. So
Yeah.
you just start talking about it. And then we just hit it off, man. And then he actually convinced me to go to Bali. I didn't have Bali in my plans at all. I was just going to stay and train in Thailand. And he's like, dude, you got to go to Bali. And then I was like, fuck it. I booked the flight.
You said he convinced you because he was talking about it being less expensive.
Yeah, well, no, he was just saying that it's around the same price, but there's more to do, and there's
More-
surfing, and I really
more
wanted to get
offered,
into surfing
yeah.
Oh,
too.
gotcha.
And
I
Bang
saw your
Tao-
posts when you were learning how to surf.
Yeah, bro. And then Bang Tao's a cool gym, but I wasn't getting a ton of actual coaching. Like I was getting great rounds with professional fighters regularly.
Yeah, you were the training for
Yeah. So, but nobody was coaching me. Nobody was
Sure.
like, "Hey, dude, you're doing this wrong."
the
So
try
Bali
it
was
this way.
different.
Bali has a gym called Bali MMA, and it's just a smaller gym. And the coach is some crazy Russian guy, dude. This motherfucker has screws loose, dude. He's fucking crazy, man. Like,
Dude, I think that's a Russian thing.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. Yeah, sparring with the Russian guys is not fun.
Yeah.
They don't understand
Well,
technical.
I
Today
don't know if
is
you've ever
half
watched
speed.
online at the freaking Russian like
Sambo.
military training and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I mean, they're like shooting live rounds at each other.
That's crazy.
They're putting body armor on and shooting each
Yeah,
other.
See it works.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Trust in your
these people are
armor.
nuts,
It's a different
dude.
level of gear confidence training.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screw that. And their whole attitude is like, well, if you don't survive, you weren't strong enough to be in the
That's
military.
right. Their attitude
Yeah,
is like
I don't
next,
Wanna, I don't want to fight you. Yeah.
next.
Yeah, there were some cool ones, but like I said, a lot of them, the sparring would be really hard.
Yeah,
But the coach was some Russian guy.
they don't
And-
understand 80%, huh?
Yeah, no way. No way, dude.
It's go.
fucking- You're seeing stars, man. They're going to pop you hard. So I went there and I actually got some coaching. You know, I actually got some good training and good surfing. And the only thing about Indonesia that I didn't like was the food.
Yeah,
I just
Really?
came from Thailand, dude. And the food is like world renowned there.
dude, I
How
love
could it-
Thai food.
Oh my gosh,
what's
so
the
good.
main difference? I would think it would be pretty fucking similar.
I don't know, man. Indonesians. Well, if you like spicy stuff, they call it sambal.
Yeah.
It's like their salsa. I just drown everything in salsa.
Yeah.
But everything's like a curry. It's just not as flavorful as Thai food.
I'm
No kidding.
not a huge curry fan. So.
Yeah, everything's a curry or whatever.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
would go to these things called warungs, which is like a local whatever, and I would get a huge ass plate of food for like $2.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I would just eat chicken and rice. I was really just trying to lock in on the training and stuff. But I hopped all around Indonesia. Indonesia's so much more than Bali.
Yeah.
I like Bali though because there's good surf, good MMA training, good social aspect. So it works for me. But if someone else is going to go over there, I would say stay away from Bali.
Sure.
Yeah, because I went to some like even the island of Lombok. That's probably going to be the next Bali because it's good surf, beautiful beaches. But I was going places that like would be packed in America,
Yeah.
and I'm the only motherfucker on the beach. You know? Yeah, I just ride my little moped around, just like let's get lost,
Let's
dude.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking, we like to ruin places
Oh
as
yeah.
fast as possible.
Well, I mean,
that's
it's
the
a give and
American
a
way.
take.
Yeah,
Because
that's the American way. Yeah.
They want you there because they're trying to make money.
yeah.
Definitely.
But you know, there's a sweet spot. Like right now, Lombok's in a sweet spot. It's built up enough that you have amenities, but it's not so built up that it's gross.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's not all touristy and shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not there yet.
it hasn't been ruined.
Yeah, it hasn't been ruined. There's these islands called the Gillies. They're so fucking cool.
Did you get to experience any of the like local authentic stuff? I mean, did you get to like,
Tradition. I
you know,
guess.
have a traditional meal with some regulars?
Yeah. So the cool thing about when I went to Bali was my buddy Ben, the German guy I met, had been going to Bali for 8 years.
Wow.
So he spoke the language. He actually took
Regular,
classes and spoke
right,
Indonesian, and he could get around.
They don't speak Balinese.
Oh, Balinese, yeah.
Balinese.
Well,
Balinese.
every island has its own language.
They don't call it Balinese, do
sounds
they?
lame as shit, though.
Did they really call it Balinese?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that's what they speak in Bali. But say like someone in Bali and Lombok might struggle to communicate because
Sounds
they
like
speak
the
in-
language I speak when I'm freaking trying to make things happen in the bathroom.
More whiskey.
But like every Indonesian island has its own language, like its own dialect.
Mhm.
But he knew how to speak Balinese and get around. And he had friends that he'd made there a long time ago. So I actually got a really unique experience by hanging out with him.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, and then a couple days I just took my scooter and I would just ride up in the mountains and I would just pick away and just go.
This like rainforest type.
Yeah, and then I ran into a village and then some guy spoke English and he was like, "Hey, what's up?"
You're like, wow.
He's like, "You want to come check out our freaking like?"
Is it like a lot of? I've heard a lot of foreign countries that are like they're super excited about an American.
Yeah. I mean, most people are just happy to interact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Especially since you took all the time to figure out how to speak English.
Yeah, that's a lot of it too. But
He's like, yes, I fucking knew it was worth it.
yeah, I just met so many cool people, and I had like one weird experience, and that was it. Like somebody, like I paid for a little spot on the beach. So if you go to the beach, these people, their hustle is they rent out the beach chairs, you know? And I rented out a beach chair, and I went to the bathroom and came back, and she rented it to somebody else. And
you left.
Yeah, that was like the worst thing that happened to me. I was like, yo, let me get my money back. But I didn't really care. It was like $12. So I just left it, like whatever. But that was the only, I mean, you're going to get scammed. You're going to get ripped off. But that's a part of the trip. Yeah. But getting ripped off in Asia is paying $20 for something as opposed to 10,
That's freaking cool though. You're planning on going back here in the next couple months, right? Yeah,
so I'm going to go in November. I'm going to do a 5-week camp. I'm going to try to fight in December. There's a fight night at Bali MMA, and I'm going to try to get on the card. Hopefully they have somebody my weight. Everything works out. And I get to do a fight.
And then come home in time to hang out with your family for Christmas.
Yeah, come home Christmas, hang out for a little bit more, and then I want to go to the Philippines for a month.
Yeah.
Come back, hang out, and then I'm going to do Europe next summer.
Yeah.
Just going to take a backpack. No plans. No. I'm going to go see my friends in Germany, and then I'll probably start there and then figure the fuck out as I go.
Nice.
Sound of music.
I'm envious. That would be so fun. So fun. I'm too old and fat and out of shape.
Oh, that's bullshit, dude. That's some bullshit excuses.
Nah, I got shit to do.
This doesn't sound fun.
You get too old and you have too many responsibilities to be able to just travel.
I can make a bunch of excuses as to why I can't do it,
You could, yeah, but you're young, so you might as well do it.
Yeah.
I'll wait till I'm a little bit older when I got enough money that I can just do it.
When you're totally,
dude, I ran into some old folks in the hostels, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, and they were like traveling OGs. Like they were putting me on game to these different apps, like how to use the trains. One of them taught me how to use the buses. Like,
nice.
They were like, I was really valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they really gave me a lot of advice, good
cool.
advice.
It's old people, dude. We're always good for advice. Some of it you don't want to hear, but we'll always give it to you.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
Full of it.
Yeah. Mike and I are full of it.
Yeah.
Full of
Literally.
shit.
Yeah.
No, man, I'll take a golden nugget from anywhere, no matter what. Even people younger,
Yeah.
So you got to play with some cool guns and shit when you were in the Marines.
Yeah.
But you pretty much stayed away from guns and stuff since you've been out.
Yeah, dude. Whenever I was living up in Flagstaff, it was a dark time, dude. Yeah,
I was just going to say, just because of where you were living, or
not just where I was living, it was just like I was going to shoot myself at one point, bro.
Okay.
Like I was definitely like I could taste it. I could feel that.
You had the,
yeah. I wasn't doing good.
Little soul searching.
What's up?
Little soul searching that you.
Yeah, dude. I just gave my guns to my mom because I didn't want to, in a moment of weakness, like do something permanent.
Gotcha. Well, that's smart.
You did something good right there.
Yeah. I just knew I was rationalizing it like, okay, the Marine Corps fucked me up. Now I'm a bad person. Yeah. I'm never going to be good again. Like I need to take the trash out.
Look at you now.
Because all I'm doing is hurting people. Yeah. And look, I made it on the other side. I went and got some help, dude. I went to the VA.
There you are.
And I went and got some mental health help. And I'm doing fucking good now.
That's badass.
Yeah.
That's pretty inspiring right there. Hopefully, someone struggling can hear that. And
yeah, I hope so.
You're living proof right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try and do a lot for suicide awareness and stuff with the business.
Yeah, that program you were telling me about, you were trying to get into for vets to turn the guns in.
Oh, I'm still working on that.
Yeah, that sounds badass.
And it won't be just vets; it'll be anyone.
Anyone that's struggling.
Anyone that's struggling, and they're having suicidal thoughts. If they want to turn their firearms in somewhere to hold on to without repercussions, without worrying about whether they're going to have to lose their guns or whatever.
Once the state gets involved and stuff like that, then
now you're talking legality and stuff.
So I'm still dealing with the legalities of it, but eventually I'm going to have that as an option because, if I can save somebody's life, it seems like part of my responsibility.
Dude, that's
pretty
amazing.
Honorable right there. Help the next guy, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if I didn't have my mom, like my mom was a 2-hour drive away, if I didn't have her, what would I have done? Thrown it in the lake or something? Like,
No.
Now I can have my guns back.
That probably wouldn't have happened either.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, because, I mean, all it is about recognizing that it's an issue.
Sure.
And then putting the time in to work through it and get to the other side.
Just like any issue or, stopping point, you work through it. You solve the problem.
Yeah. Misery's one hell of a motivator,
It
too.
is.
It's one hell of a motivator.
Yes, sir.
So you said that when you went into the military, you went crazy with alcohol and drugs and shit.
Yeah.
But you worked through that, and you've been clean and sober for like 6 years now.
I'm going on 5 years. Yeah.
5 years? Yeah. 5
Yeah.
years.
So, I just, I was like, well, my wife left me. I was married at one point, Semper Fi, had to get that divorce out the way,
That's the Marine way, right?
Yeah, definitely, So she left me, and again, really dark place right away. And it's like, what can I do?
Add on to the fucking...
What's a common denominator here? And it was like alcohol,
Yeah.
I feel like I was just getting hammered and partying the whole time. And I went and told my Marine buddies, like, hey guys, I'm thinking about quitting drinking. And when a room full of fucking Marines says that's a good idea, that's how you know you're pretty fucked up, man. That's how you know it's bad.
You're like what? No pushback?
Yeah,
they're like, no, dude, we've been telling you for months.
Yeah, you're finally listening.
Yeah, so
that is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Like when I got on deployment, some guy that was in our sister platoon swings by my room and he's got a rack. He's got a rack of beer, and he slams it down on the counter. He's like, I heard the stories, bro. I'm looking forward to it. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry, I quit. He's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Damn.
Oh, man. You were the guy.
Yeah, 100% was the guy. I was a fucking problem.
Hmm.
But it was a good time, man. And my boys, without the support of my brothers in the Marine Corps,
Sure.
I couldn't have done it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they would tell me, like, hey, motherfucker, if I see you with a beer, I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
They would tell me that. And
As they're drinking.
Yeah, as they're drinking.
Yeah, but that's real life shit right there, though.
That's good friends, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Friends look out for their friends, not themselves. Yeah,
because I couldn't, man. I can't.
It's always that scenario. It's help the other guy. Fuck myself. I'm going to help the other guy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I just never was, like, chilling. I never
Yeah.
got drunk and chilled.
No.
Like, I wasn't just like, let's
Balls
have
to the wall.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it was just, I've always been all or nothing. in
Green
life.
light. Let's go.
So I was
Well,
just
that's
full
good.
send it.
that's good. I'm proud of you for that. That's very admirable.
Yeah. I mean, I'm high enough on life, man. Once I got over the hump, like,
You are definitely one of the most positive, energetic people I've ever met.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
thanks,
yeah.
man.
You are a joy to be around.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So what are your plans for the future with like MMA and stuff? I know you're planning on going back to Thailand or wherever it is, but back to Bali to do some more training. But in the near future, I know you've been trying to find gyms around town and work out.
Yeah. So I'm training at Performance Martial Arts here in town. Super good gym. Would recommend it to anybody.
Yes.
Solid jiu-jitsu over there. There's not a ton of striking here. So I'm just going to focus on my ground game while I'm here. I got something to focus on. The Oregon Open up in Salem.
Yeah.
October 26th. I'll be competing in that, gi and no gi. So gives me something to work towards, something to grind. So that's kind of my goal right now. I'm really not putting a ton of pressure on myself with the MMA thing. It's just a hobby, and
Sure.
I'm just I want to do a couple fights, and if something happens, cool. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not putting any pressure. I just enjoy the fuck out of it. Makes me feel alive, like it just like does something for me. Cause I feel like since I got out of the Marine Corps, I've been chasing a high,
Mm-hmm.
like, dude, there's nothing like ripping a 50 or something with your boys like that, it's hard to beat that.
Yeah.
So I
we
feel like
took
I've
you
just
out
been
shooting.
chasing-
And you had a
Yeah,
good time.
just-
Oh yeah, dude, I needed that. My soul needed that.
The suppressor weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to shoot some stuff that you thought was pretty fun.
Yeah, dude, that MP5 was crazy. That shit was so cool. It was so stupid accurate too. I couldn't miss with that thing if I wanted to.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, look, I hit it.
Yeah, it was fun. We have a good time when we go out.
Yeah, ripping the full autos and everything, dude. That was so cool.
Well, when you have a gun store, you kind of have to I feel obligated to have cool stuff.
Oh, you were flexing your muscles for sure.
And have friends with cool stuff.
Yeah, you were flexing your muscles for sure. That was a badass time, dude. You had more stuff than the rep did, dude.
Well, he had all the cans. He had a bunch of cans. So
Yeah.
He was just a suppressor rep.
Yeah, but I thought he was going to pull up with some Gucci gear, dude.
Oh, no, he just had the suppressors.
Oh, okay.
I liked it how most of his, I guess display stuff was all chromed out.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
It was all the raw titanium.
non-painted.
Stuff,
yeah.
Yeah.
Made it look even cooler.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And then we had some good tacos after.
Yeah, dude. Good meal.
Yep.
So you've been doing a lot of hiking and exploring.
Yeah, dude.
And one of the coolest things is you started Peaks and Cheeks.
Peaks and Cheeks,
Peaks
baby.
and Cheeks.
Explain that.
So every time I take a peak, like climb a mountain, I get naked and I take a photo facing like the view and I call it Peaks and Cheeks and I post it on my Instagram.
Do it. That's sweet as shit,
It's
dude.
fucking hilarious.
At first I was scared, like, oh, maybe I won't get a job. And I'm like, fuck it,
Fuck
dude. It's
that.
my Instagram. It's my ass cheeks.
Just my fucking
Well,
ass.
it's nothing bad, really. It's not like your junk's hanging out,
Them guys in Thailand will like that.
Well, you were saying that you've got a buddy from the Marines that prints them out and freaking has them all hanging in his freaking place.
He prints them out on Polaroids, dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
These are all memories.
It's freaking Ryan, man. He's funny as hell.
That's cool.
That's a little
Fucking
mental,
unique,
though.
right there.
Yeah. See, Ryan puts me to shame, dude. When he puts on his glasses, when he wears his glasses inside, that's how you know Ryan's going to be a fucking problem, dude. That's what he's saying. I'm a fucking problem. And he is, dude. He's crazy.
Nice. Right on. So you still talk to a lot of your buddies from when you were in the military.
Oh, yeah, man. We're all super close. We got a bunch of group chats and we use
Good.
social media to keep in touch. Like,
that's freaking cool.
yeah, I just got together with them. Jacob and I just road tripped down the coast.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, we met up with a bunch of my Marine buddies in Long Beach.
Nice.
And that was so good, man. My heart needed that big time. And then
Yeah.
we're all going to meet in New Year's in Florida. So, yeah, we keep in touch, dude. We have a huge support system right there.
That's awesome. Yeah, speaking of you guys road tripping, that looked like it was a kick in the ass.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that trail was that you and Jacob got up and walked
Pretty cool
before
fucking
the
pictures.
sun was up because it was dark as shit in those
Yeah.
pictures. But it looked like you were walking through a cave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was badass,
Big
dude.
canyon or
Yeah, so it was just a hike through the Redwood Forest
right.
up to where they shot a parts of Jurassic Park called Fern
Yeah.
Valley or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So we did that hike. It was like a 13-mile hike.
Awesome.
It was awesome. It was badass, but we wasted way too much time on that trail, dude. We would like set us back pretty bad in the road trip, but it was totally
Yeah.
worth it, man.
And then the picture of the elk were pretty cool.
Yeah, that was crazy. We ended the hike right at this place called Elk Meadow, and then there was a whole
Sure
herd
as
of-
shit.
You were like, oh, that's why it's called Elk
Yeah.
Meadow.
Yeah.
or a flock of moosins, as,
Moosins.
A
as
flock
Jacob-
of moosins.
as Jacob would call a herd of elk.
That sounds like Jacob.
Yeah. Look at the moose.
Yeah, we were a little married couple on that road
He's
trip.
a freaking meathead.
dude. Yeah.
Oh,
So
you
you
guys
gonna-
had a good time, though?
Oh my gosh, dude, it was such a fun time.
You told me it was a gay trip, though.
Oh yeah, dude, we did so much romantic shit together. It
Whoa.
we were like watching the sunset on the coast, man. Just cruising the one all the way down south.
You're like, where are all the women? This is so lame.
and then we're like
They're
sitting
gonna
around
be
the
so
fire every
jealous.
night. We were sleeping in the pop-up tent together, and we're like 2 inches from each other. Dude.
Keeping each other warm, right?
Oh yeah.
Fuck. They made a movie about that. Fucking cowboy shit.
Yeah, this was Brokeback Coast.
Coast.
Mountain. Yeah.
That's freaking fun, dude. Love it.
So you've never been into hunting, and
No.
you're kind of interested in now. I know you were talking about, or you actually went out a couple times bear hunting.
Yeah, dude, I went and got my bear tag. Shout out to Oregon for giving veterans free hunting and
yeah.
fishing licenses and then discounted tags.
Yeah.
What? So I got a bear tag. And then
Man.
originally I was going to go back to Bali October, November. But then I changed everything up just so I could be here
Sweet.
for like deer season and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely want to hunt, man. I
We'll-
really
we'll-
enjoy
we'll get
I
a
just
li-
enjoy being in the woods, man.
Keep
Well,
running
maybe
around.
we'll take you for a little drive this weekend.
Oh, I'd love that.
Running around with Jacob and shit. You'll get some blood on you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jacob and a
You
couple
can
of his
hang out with a
buddies,
couple
too.
Yeah.
fat guys.
Yeah.
If we shoot something, you can go get it.
That's
All
right.
right, I'll go get it.
You're the porter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely put my time in. You know, I know I'm new at it, so I'll put in my boot time.
It's an experience. It's an experience.
Yeah, I honestly like just the time hunting. I just enjoyed being in the woods.
Yes.
Like it was like people shit on hunters a lot for like why would you want to dude, hunters spend more time in the environment than the people talking shit.
They're more activists than the activists.
I would have to say that.
And a lot of those activists don't realize that freaking 80% of the money that the hunters spend goes right back into the conservation and fixing the environment.
It's more, there is lots of people, with the stigmatism that they're the kill. I gotta kill. It's more of a spiritual thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I don't know. I like to kill shit.
You're just a sick fuck.
That's the what I'm describing.
You're not helping us out here.
That's what I'm describing right there.
Mike's over there fucking praying to the animal, and I'm just dude, check this blood out.
Look at that motherfucker. Did you see the fucking size of the blood spray coming out of that?
Yeah.
No,
but it really does. A lot of those folks, they're just uneducated about the way that it works. They don't understand that if it wasn't for hunters, a lot of those animals would be totally wiped out and gone.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be able to find a lot of those things. So, hunters are the ones that pave the way for those animals to continue to thrive.
Yeah.
I forgot the beginning of the episode. I'm supposed to talk about the fact that this podcast is sponsored by Umpqua Survival.
Okay.
The commercial. You forgot the commercial, dumbass.
Everybody keeps giving me a bad time because I keep forgetting to say anything about it. But
coming in hot.
If it wasn't for Umpqua Survival, we wouldn't be able to do this podcast. And the guy that owns it is pretty fucking sexy.
I don't know about that. He's kind of cool, but I wouldn't say sexy. He's definitely a comedian.
Dude, that guy's hilarious.
He's so funny, dude.
Yeah. And he will definitely tell you what he thinks.
Yeah.
So, Elijah, you are a student, but I've noticed talking to you that you are more than just like going to school. Like you seem like you're always hungry to learn new things.
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds like you like to read a lot. You like to listen to podcasts and anything anyone's interested in teaching you. You're like, yeah, show me. I want to learn that. I'll learn that. Yeah. Which I think is amazing. That's freaking awesome.
For someone your age, that's really not common.
Yeah. I just feel like if I'm stagnant, if I start to get comfortable, I get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's like, shit, like I haven't learned anything in a week or something, or I haven't done anything new in a certain amount of time, so it's like, I need to do something. I need to keep the ball rolling.
Well, that's
it's
good
and bad.
trait.
There's probably some like a therapist that would tell me you need to chill out or something.
Fuck that. Keep that trait, dude. The
more
you know
is
awesome.
I don't think so. I mean, I think having a healthy appetite for knowledge
of everything. Yeah.
I think that's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
You never know. You might be on Jeopardy sometime.
I don't know. He doesn't spout off a bunch of random info.
No.
But I know by watching you and listening to you that you're constantly like, you're at least open to learn anything.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's got some, I mean, just like when you found out that Ronnie likes to freaking make knives and shit, you're like, dude, I would love to watch you do that. I'd love to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
And which not only is cool because you're learning stuff, but it's cool because the fact that it instantly makes you like bonded with whatever random person you're talking to.
Sure.
Because they're like, this guy legit wants to learn about what I'm into.
Yeah, sharing passions and stuff.
Yeah, and that's just cool.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff are you looking forward to learning in the future? I mean, what kind of stuff would you like to learn about?
Well, I'm in school. I just changed my major to biology. So I'm definitely looking forward to, I got some hard classes coming up like genetics, physics, like organic chemistry. stuff like that. So that's what I'll be learning in the classroom. But I'm really looking forward to learning like hunting, like how to gut an animal, how to skin it, how to do all that stuff. I'm really looking forward to doing out of that because that's something I've always wanted to know how to do. I've always been interested in it, but I've never had the opportunity to practice it.
Well, hopefully we can make that happen.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to harvest and eat something that I did all the work for, That'd be something that I'd really look forward to.
It's definitely rewarding.
Yeah, I can't imagine how rewarding that is.
Well, that's cool. I like that. I know you were working towards being a nurse, but then you switched it to biology because you didn't want to be tied down to a nursing program in one spot for 2 years.
Yeah. So I ran out of prerequisites to take. So it was like, I have to go to nursing school now.
Yeah.
And I was just really wrestling with the thought of living somewhere for 2.5 years and stopping my journey that I'm on right now. And I originally came up here on a fucking road trip and I was only supposed to be here for a week.
There you are. There you are.
And then I just like, I fuck it. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that just because I feel like society wants me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can switch it to biology. It's still a STEM degree. I'm still moving forward in life, but I'm not tied to any one place. I'm going to ASU online. So that was my thought process there. And I can always go physician's assistant afterwards. I can be a biology teacher. I can work in conservation. It gives me a ton of options.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the whole thought process with that.
Well, I think it's cool. I like how you kind of just roll with, wherever your heart's at that moment. You just kind of go that direction. So
yeah. Well, I think like the Marine Corps has a lot to do with that. Like having to live a certain way and being told who, what, where, when to do, like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I first got out, I struggled with choice. Like I genuinely did. I'm like, fuck, I wish somebody would just tell me what to do.
Well, yeah, because you never had your own choices.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I call my mom asking for advice, and she's like, bro, you need to do...
Dude, you should not ever take your mom's advice.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's pretty good advice.
She's gonna so call me after she hears this episode.
Yeah,
and be like, fuck you!
You're such a dick!
Yeah.
And Kevin's gonna be in the background just going.
Yeah, you got him down.
She's got some good humor.
Yeah. But she's like, you got to figure it out for yourself.
I love it, dude.
Yeah, and so
I think it's awesome, and I love the fact that not only are you just kind of following your passions and wherever life leads you, but you're not just doing it crazy. You're thinking things out, and you have long-term goals and some plans, and you're just like, I don't want to jump into that right this second. So what can I do that still keeps me moving in the right direction where I can still keep doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's exactly.
And I like the way that you're doing that, and it's smart and pretty inspiring, really. I mean, it's pretty neat. I've told you before that when I wasn't your age. I was younger. I was probably 22 years old. I had finally decided that I was done being a freaking hoodlum. And I had actually went online and this was right when freaking internet was just barely getting to be a thing,
up.
I mean, it wasn't much of a thing. So, I mean, I applied for these jobs, and I was going to go to Alaska because my whole life I've wanted to be in Alaska. And I was going to go work on a fishing boat or something. And so I had applied for a couple fishing jobs up there. And then literally, like the day after I applied for those jobs, I found out that my girlfriend was pregnant.
Yep. You and I both.
And I was like, well, I'm done. I mean, I'm old school. I was raised that if you get someone pregnant,
responsibility.
You are responsible for them. And ultimately, you need to marry them and freaking whatever. And so that's what I did, which that turned out badly. But
a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't learn.
I know.
But
me neither.
I wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't have my girls now if it wasn't for that fact. But
no, but it's still a stopping point for someone young.
Yeah.
And it's I don't want to say ruined or anything like that, but it's a total life-changing fucking deal to have kids. And you're at the age, I've said it a couple times, age thing. I'm not being facetious or anything like that, man. Fucking go.
Yeah.
Do your shit.
No, do it. It's awesome. I mean, while you can, live as much a life as you can while you can.
You get old fast.
Because, eventually, if everything works out great, eventually you're able to do some of that stuff that you've always wanted to do. You get to the point where you can afford to go on trips and do some traveling and do all that thing. But that's not a guarantee.
No.
It's not a guarantee. And stuff happens and you end up going through life, and a lot of stuff that was like lifelong goals ends up just kind of slipping away because, you forget about it. We were talking at lunch about, doing what you love to do just because, having healthy hobbies or whatever. And a lot of the stuff that I used to do all the time, I'm talking things that I did daily or weekly, hobbies that I haven't done in years.
Yeah.
Because, I focus on work and I just don't have time. When I do have time, I'm at home mowing the lawn or freaking just sitting on my couch relaxing because I'm worn out from the week.
Yeah.
And you get to that point and, you got to enjoy it while you can. So, I definitely encourage you to keep it up.
It's inspiring.
I will. I promise.
Definitely.
I promise, dude.
Yeah. They keep posting pictures of shit because I look at it and I'm like, fucking bastard.
Look at that shit. Look at that little motherfucker.
And I fucking love Peaks and Cheeks, dude. I absolutely love it. Freaking Umpqua Survival needs to sponsor Peaks and Cheeks. So there's a little logo at the bottom of every one of those pictures.
No, I'll just tat it on my ass.
You need to fucking just give him a handful of stickers and he can stick one right on his ass cheek and fucking.
That'd be perfect.
I'll pay for his tanning and he can give him his little tanning. Like they used to be a Playboy Bunny, but this is an Umpqua Survival. We'll zoom in on it.
Whoa, fuck,
yeah, dude,
Carlos.
It's pretty funny. It's to the point where people know on my page when I post, like, if they swipe all the way right, it's going to be a Peaks and Cheeks photo.
I love it, dude.
You get enough of them, you can make a calendar.
Yeah. Sometimes it motivates me to climb a mountain just because I'm like,
just to do
I don't have a Peaks and Cheeks.
Yeah.
Like, I need to go climb.
So after you listen to this episode, make sure you follow Elijah Garcia on Instagram.
You need to go up the top of fucking Mount
Elijah
Nebo
ELIJHDA Garcia.
Yeah, there you go.
Mount Nebo.
You can see my butt cheeks.
Is there a DA in there?
Yeah, Elijah Doug Garcia.
Duh.
I didn't even notice that was there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So obviously I know your mom, but I've never met your dad, or is he out of the...
He was for a long time. So my dad was around and then he was gone for a long time. And then he got sober and came back into my life. Yeah. So big.
There is a relationship there.
Yeah. I mean, my dad's one of my best friends now.
That's fucking cool.
Know? Yeah, but for a long time, he's the reason why I was such a pissed off, angry child.
Hey, that's what dads do.
Honestly, that's why a lot of kids are fucking pissed off.
Yeah. He prepared me for the Marine Corps. I give him shit about it all the time.
There you go.
I was missing you, Dad. The drill instructors were yelling at me.
No, that's badass.
Yeah. What's he do?
He's a water treatment operator.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, he's really high. He's 3 years from retiring now, dude. He's kicking ass.
Nice.
Yeah, the guy he's come a long fucking way. Pretty badass. His story is pretty fucking inspirational too.
Well, good.
You said that he showing his age when you guys went, you were trying to hike with him and he finally was like, he's like, dude, I can't do
He's
it.
like, slow down, kid.
The S on his chest is fading. He's fucking getting old. He's like, because we went to go backpack up in the Sierra Nevadas. We were just outside of Bishop.
Yeah.
And we are going to backpack up to a lake, fish, and camp for a few days. And it was cool because my dad got to see me in my element. Like, that's my shit. Like, I don't know how to do a lot of shit, but I know how to prep for a field op. Like, I know how to camp. I know. And so I got to give him all his gear. Like, I'm teaching my dad stuff.
Right
it was
on,
cool,
man.
you know? But then we were going up and we're hiking up and it's fucking hailing on us, dude. It's miserable.
He's like, what the fuck is this?
And then lightning strikes like 300 yards in front of us.
Nope.
And I'm like, yo, we're turning around. And we get back down. I'm like, hey, we're just going to attack the mountain again in the morning. And he's like, I can't do it tomorrow. I don't got it in me. And it was fucking weird because my dad's a prideful son of a bitch.
Right.
And it was like, I don't got it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was like, are you fucking serious? And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to go back home. I don't got that in me.
Oh.
And then he got home and he regretted it. He called me. He's like, I don't have that many more of those left in me. I should have went.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it was crazy. I mean, I still went on the backpacking trip by myself.
You're like, all right, see you later.
Yeah, sorry you couldn't make it, bud.
I'll take pictures of my ass cheeks. I'm on the peak.
Yep, I do.
That's awesome though that you got to experience that. You actually got to experience quite a bit of cool shit in the last couple months. You went, you did that with your dad. You got to go on a road trip with your little brother.
Yeah, that was badass.
Cool, which was totally out of his element for him.
Dude, he got to see me in my element too, man.
When you guys got to our place, he was wiped out.
Yeah, he was done. He was done. But you know, at one point in the road trip, it was like kind of quiet on the drive, and he looked at me and he's like, I think I finally understand you, bro. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I think I finally understand why you live the way you do. You know, because I can't imagine it's easy for him. Like, why does my big brother not want to hang out with us, with the family?
Why is he always gone?
Why is he always a crackhead?
Because he's a total city boy.
Yeah, he's a homebody. But I think he understands me a little bit better now. And we got to go. We went camping. We did all kinds of cool shit, man. We went like, because when I adventure, I don't necessarily have a plan.
No, you just go.
And we were coming from Bishop to here to Roseburg, and I was like, hey, dude, I'm going to stop at every lake I can.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to stop at every single lake. And then I had, like, on my bucket list, I want to swim in Mono Lake.
Just mark
because it's a fucking ancient lake, dude. And it's
Yeah.
badass. And it's got, like, 3 times the salinity of the ocean. So you can
Probably
float in
has
it.
signs everywhere that said stay out.
No, you're allowed to swim in it. I swear. I
Yeah,
swear.
it's like, do not enter.
But I'm like, I want to do this, bro.
No.
And then he fucking came and did it with me. You
That's
know?
cool.
It was like way out of his
So
own.
now he has the.
Yeah, he can say he swam in an ancient lake, you know? It was badass.
That's
What's
sweet.
where is that? Is it the Dead Sea that's got so much salt in it that you can't even freaking
That's way down.
like you cannot.
Yeah, you
go
have
underwater.
to float. Yeah,
Yeah,
This
like-
wasn't that buoyant, but it was freaking cool, dude. Just to float, because I can't float for shit. I'm what they call an iron duck.
That's in the Sahara, the higher Saharas, the Mono Lake.
What's up?
Where's it at?
It's just south of Mammoth.
Okay.
It's Mono Lake. Yeah, there's so many fucking lakes up there. So I was between moving to Bishop or here,
Yeah.
but Bishop's just too small of a town.
Right.
It's so fucking small, dude.
I've been a little bit around in Lassen County, the northern part.
Okay, yeah, Lassen. My brother and I actually camped at Lassen National Park, and we climbed Cindercone Mountain.
Sure.
Yeah, it was badass. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I didn't think he was making it to the top of the mountain, bro. I didn't think he was making it.
He's on his hands and knees.
Because it's lava rock, you know. It's like, so you take one step forward and you get
slide.
like a half a step backwards.
It's like climbing a sand dune.
Yeah, so I was hiking with him, and I'm like, hey, bro, I'm taking off. Like, maybe I'll see you at the top. And then I go up and I turn around, and he's like 200-300 yards behind me, and he's kind of, you know when you're stepping way far to the left and way far to the right. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna see him at the top, but he made it, dude. He made it. And I had this same quote I kept telling him the whole trip.
He took your Peaks and Cheeks picture.
Yeah, he did. He did. I kept telling him the same thing though, like chasing real dopamine, bro. This is what real dopamine feels like, because he's always on the video games and on TikTok and shit.
He's
and
that
like, bro,
age.
this is that real shit. This is the real dopamine.
That's awesome, though. That is freaking cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we just fished, camped, hiked our way up.
Yeah, you're obsessed with fishing right now.
I love fishing.
It's
It's
awesome.
the easiest thing that gets you in the outdoors, dude.
Yeah.
And it forces me to sit the fuck still for a few minutes.
Just have a little patience.
Yep.
Enjoy your surroundings.
Yep. And sometimes I'll catch myself fishing with headphones in. I'll be like, nah, take them out. Like, I need to really enjoy this, you know. And I don't have cell service.
Get
and
the
I'm just
full
like,
experience. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe Mike and I'll have to take you for a little drive this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'd
you
love
can take
that.
your fishing stuff with us, and we'll take you to some spots. Maybe we'll see something to shoot.
Oh yeah.
We can do a little scouting for when we're going to go camp.
We do that. We camp.
We're pretty freaking lazy about the way we do shit.
Yeah.
We enjoy it.
I have dreams of like bow hunting for elk. You know,
Yeah.
calling them in real close and like.
We got lots of friends.
Lots of friends that'll get you
I think
hooked
that
up.
would be cool as shit.
Yeah.
Just like
I've never been.
That's
I've
an
never tried bow
adrenaline
hunting
rush.
that much yet.
That's total adrenaline rush.
just like,
You-
you're
you-
actually hunting. You're in it, dude. It's
Yeah.
got to feel fucking primal. It's got to
Yeah.
be like how I feel when I fight.
Yeah.
That shit feels primal.
It's
you
pretty
know?
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
I'll
very
tell you
close.
what. When you get close to an elk,
when you're within 50 fucking yards of something that big,
yeah, it gets you going.
Yeah.
I fell asleep one year when we were hunting. Me and my buddy Shane, actually, and we were waiting for some elk to cross through this spot that we knew that they were going to cross. And I was sitting there for so long, I just kind of dozed off. And when I woke up, there was a cow and a freaking baby freaking elk, just like,
oh shit,
like they were almost stepping on me.
yeah.
And I freaking startled, and it made them kind of perk up. And holy crap, dude! Talk about an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I mean, if they would have freaked out and like started trampling me, I would. There's nothing
You're
I could have
fucked.
done.
Yeah.
You're dead.
But they didn't. They just kind of. They were like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And then they just kind of snorted at me, and then
What the
kept
fuck?
going.
You're lucky that maternal protection instinct didn't kick
But it
in.
was such a trip, dude. It was so crazy.
And you know what? I bet your priorities were really different after that. Yeah.
It was a fun trip. One second. Oh.
I mean, if you ever get the chance to do bow hunting with bears, like British Columbia is the best place to go.
Really?
And, yeah. Like you to me.
Oh shit. Yeah. I think people don't do enough stuff that puts their life in danger.
Yeah.
I think if people came closer to dying more, their priorities
Yeah.
would be way different.
Yep.
Like I think every time I do something that my mom would say is fucking stupid, I like puts things in a perspective for me, you know.
The whole cliff diving or fucking skydiving. Or, you know.
I don't do a lot of shit that puts my life in danger.
Not anymore, huh?
Mostly the stuff I do that puts my life in danger is just because I'm stupid.
Stupid.
Like me and Mike.
Driving.
Well, no, I'm talking like picking mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Yeah, you
Cooking
did not
dinner.
even know what they were.
We didn't even know.
These are
we thought
pretty
they
good.
were. We thought we knew what they were, but then later we found out they were not what we thought they were.
Guess what? We could have died. Oh, yeah. Well,
Or you
we
could have
didn't-
tripped. You could have had a fun
They
time.
turned out really good. It was awesome. That was good food. But yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a huge risk taker or anything, but you're right. It's anything that you don't, any of the unknown, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just puts shit into perspective in a different kind of
Definitely.
way.
Get your adrenaline going even when you're just relaxing by the campfire, dude.
Yeah. That's what I miss a lot about the Marine Corps, like going on a field out. Like you leave all your problems behind. Nothing matters but the mission or what
Yeah.
you're doing.
What
That's
you're
true.
doing.
Yeah, and that's what I miss a lot of. Because now when I go, I bring all that shit with me.
It's the
and,
separation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really miss just like. That's why I like going in the woods so much. Like I don't take any of this shit with me. Like I'm not thinking about school. I'm not thinking about life. I'm really just in the moment. You know, I'm really living it.
That's freaking cool, though. I think that's the way to do it. So, what kind of stuff do you have? What kind of bucket list things do you have? What kind of places do you want to go? What kind of things do you want to do?
I like I said, when I traveled to Asia, I didn't really know what I was doing. I have places on the map I want to go to, and then kind of I'll figure it out from there.
Kind of like throwing a dart.
What
Yeah.
what other places than Asia do you want to go?
I'm going to Europe next summer.
Yeah.
And then after that, I really want to hit South America.
Yeah.
And then I made a really good friend in Africa as well. And he's like, bro, before you come here, you need to fucking call me or you're going to get ripped off.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I will be calling him and probably going to Africa and stuff.
What about non-foreign places? What about like Alaska?
Yeah, Alaska's on the bucket list for sure. Alaska, I really want to go to, like, I love national parks.
Yeah.
So I want to go hit, like, if I could hit all the national parks, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Sarah's trying. She's got her little stamp thing that she's
Yeah.
getting stamped everywhere.
My dad's bucket list thing, his big thing is hiking the PCT.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been talking about it forever. He's talks about he needs to train for it and shit. So if he ever gets a ball rolling on that, I'll fucking do that with him, dude. Take a month or two and just walk.
Use little chunks of it at a time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think we'd probably do. Because like I said, he's a few years from retiring, and that'd be pretty badass to say I hike the PCT with my dad.
We met those people on that time we took a long drive through Summit Lake and all that.
Oh yeah.
They had the fucking just random fucking thing out. We're like, what the hell is this? It was a shelf. It had all these fucking water balls in it.
Oh, really?
Like, what the fuck is this? And we come around to the parking spot and it was the trail.
Oh, okay. And they're giving people water and stuff on the trail?
That was just weird. Pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I've ran into a lot of hikers though when we've
Yeah.
been out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of cool when you run into people and they're just on the trail and we're just random dudes that come driving up with freaking alcohol.
They're all, out actually exercising and we're here. We are. What's up?
Yeah.
Getting hammered.
Well, we're not necessarily all the time, but
no.
But we are definitely.
Oh,
we'll hike.
You just walked 27 fucking miles.
Yeah, we top out at like 2.
Different strokes for different folks.
We'll do a little quick day hike. Which by day hike I mean like
down the trail,
an hour in and out. So, yeah, but it's cool because you meet these people and all those. I think all the people that do that kind of stuff are totally into meeting random people.
Yeah, that's the whole
part of the experience.
The best part is like all the cool places I've been. The best part's been the people I met.
Yeah,
like I went to cool temples, but I can go to a fucking cool building anywhere, really. Like I saw cool animals and shit. But the people I met was really what made the experience.
Did you get to go to Crater Lake when you were here?
Yeah, I went to Crater Lake and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a badass one.
You know what's weird is, like, when I'm going to do some random shit like that, I specifically try and do it when I'm not going to run into people.
Really?
Like, I don't want to, like, I want to, if I hike in somewhere, I'm hoping I get there and there's nobody there. So I can just sit there and chill.
Or the other factor is, you go to this, like when you went to Alaska.
Yeah.
Way the fuck up there. And then you meet someone from fucking Roseburg.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it doesn't matter where I go. I run into somebody I know or somebody that knows somebody I know.
Oh, you're from
everywhere
Oregon
I've gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're a logger. I can tell the way you're dressed.
Yeah. He was wearing his dress like me, dude. Yeah. No, that happens to me everywhere I go. I just happen to run into people. But yeah, when I'm legit trying to experience a place, I'm usually trying to do it without anybody around.
Yeah.
Mike and I, when we've been elk hunting a few times when there's just spots that are fucking amazing.
And then it just
we'll
ruins
just
it.
go sit there and we'll sit there for an hour and never say a word to each other.
Just soaking everything in, and then someone pops up. Hey,
we're
what's
like,
up?
It's time to go. Fuck you.
Yeah, see you later. You just ruined it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Or they're on a fucking loud ass side by side, dude.
Yeah.
Side by side.
We picked out this awesome spot to camp. We got there the day before the fucking. We get all our shit set up, and we're kind of half-assed being quiet, and some dickhead drives right up right before dark, just right past our camp, and starts fucking shooting his gun. Like
during hunting season?
Yeah, you motherfucker.
What an inconsiderate fucker, huh?
Horrible, dude.
Probably pissed him off because we're camping there, but it's just, you run in, I don't know. People fucking suck. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but
stay the way you are. You like people. Give it time. You'll get
I have
old.
my moods, but for the most part, like I said, when I was traveling, I thought that I wanted isolation.
Yeah.
And I did that first week in that hotel by myself. And it kind of like changed my perspective on things. Like, damn, I really need social interaction. Like, I can't, like, I didn't, like, I would go to the gym and the owner was the only other guy that really spoke English there. He'd be like, hey, what's up? And I'd be like, hey, how are you? And I would realize that's the first words I've spoken.
Yeah.
In like a long ass time. Whoa. Like the words would roll off my tongue weird. I'd be like, fuck, that's weird.
Dude, I've been trying to convince Elijah that he needs to go on freaking Survivor, dude.
Yeah.
I said alone at first, but I don't think he can handle the alone part.
Well,
and he's like, I don't have a lot of survival experience.
But he's got the cheeks and peaks things. He can go on the fucking naked and afraid, dude.
Yeah. Well, but he's saying that he doesn't have the survival skills.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, Survivor then, dude, because that's like all talking to people and being freaking social.
And that's the whole thing of Naked and Afraid is, they pair you up with somebody else and you guys work together.
Hopefully I get paired with somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing because I'll work my ass off, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be awesome. I'm going to start applying for him. He's not even I'm like, Elijah, you got on to Survivor. He's like, I didn't apply. And I'm like, well, yeah, you did.
It doesn't matter. You got to go meet them now.
Hell yeah, dude.
That would be a cool experience. I wouldn't say no.
Sign the contract.
Start doing it.
Sign the contract.
It'd be fun.
It's gonna be the best, dude.
Yes.
Not would be. It is gonna be.
It is.
And I'm competitive as shit, dude. I would hate to lose.
Yeah, I picture you being the guy on Survivor that gets voted off like really early because they're like, this guy's gonna be a total threat.
Yeah.
He's a total threat.
So
He can swim.
I wonder what the legalities are. We could just start our own fucking shit and take a fucking camcorder
Dude,
out.
if I could figure out a
cell
way to do
phone
that,
and
I would totally do that.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Just in the mountains of Oregon.
Fuck yeah. In the middle of winter.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. It'd be cold as shit. I'd love it.
Dude, you need some serious insurance, man.
No, fuck that. They all sign a
You
waiver.
Sign a waiver.
You're competing for $500 on a case of beer.
I'm cool with survival. Fucking money to spend in the store.
Yes.
Just store credit.
Dude, there'd be some fools that'd be willing to do it.
I'll do it. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that would be the best.
Yes, let's do it.
That's freaking top television right there.
Or the suburban Deer Creek survival. They have them go down here by the homeless camp. And
Oh, God, dude. Don't get me started on homeless people, dude. Oh. We were talking to Sophia about that, weren't we? About, what were we talking
We were
about?
talking to her about me getting a waiver.
Early retirement.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, we'll just go down here and you can talk to some fucking early retirement people. I said, go down to Gaddis Park and you can find some early retired people. And Elijah didn't know what I was talking about. And then we explained it was the freaking homeless camp. And he's like, oh, I get it now.
Jesus.
Oh.
Because we've been trying to convince her to enlist pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
She says she's convinced. She says she's doing it. That's her plan now.
Yeah.
I think she would do good.
Oh, she's going to kick ass. In the
Yeah.
military.
So
Once she gets something in her head, it's like that's what's happening. Whether
She's the perfect candidate. She's driven. She's motivated. She just doesn't have a direction yet.
she's smart as fuck too. So, you're looking at maybe the Air Force and
Oh, that's what I told her. The only thing she's allowed to do is join the Air Force.
yeah, because she's got the, I don't know.
She's going to kick ass.
That kid is something else.
She's
I
gonna
think it'll
kick
be great.
Yeah.
I hope she does it.
And I
I
told
hope
her
she keeps with it.
I told her the thing you got to keep telling yourself the whole time, no matter what, is it's only 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like if your day sucks or whatever, this shit is temporary. It's only 4 years.
But even for the schooling, it's like, shit.
Totally worth it. Yeah, I mean, like right now, I'm getting paid to go to school. Like that's pretty. I'm gonna go. Thank you for paying your taxes. Love you guys. But
I've always said though, I think every kid should have. I think military service should be something that's required.
Yeah.
Like you should get out of school, you should have to go to the military for 3 or 4 years, and then they help you pay for school, and you go and do whatever it is you wanted to do. By then, you'll actually know what it is you want to fucking do.
Oh, well,
yeah, but the country's
definitely.
relationship with the military would be totally different. The fact that we have a
Yeah.
volunteer service is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
That millions of people are willing to put their ass on the line
Yep.
just for the fall for the propaganda, just like I did.
Yeah. My dad, he double-edged on that, I guess. Kind of.
Dude, I miss talking to your daddy.
He was pretty disgruntled with the military over the whole Vietnam shit.
Dude, your
I
dad
couldn't
was
even
disgruntled with everything.
Yeah. And when, the time did come, when I think 18, 19, right around graduation, talked about me going in there, and he's like, nah. He goes,
No.
It ain't for you. He goes, I can tell you right now, that's not a place you want to go.
Yeah.
Vietnam was a shit show, though.
Yeah.
Dude, the best. I still remember coming to your house and your dad was in a war with these fucking squirrels that got in his fucking... They built a nest in the air filter of his fucking truck.
Yep.
And I come over and I was like, what's going on? Because they're under the hood of his truck. And Mike was changing the air filter because they had fucked it up because they had built a nest around it. And I was like... And his dad's like, fucking squirrels are building a nest in my they're getting under my hood and they're building a nest in my air filter. And now I got to replace it. And I was like, so did you kill the squirrels? No. And I was like, well, so what are you doing? Changing my air filter. And I was like, well, you know they're just going to get back in there and do it again, right? And he's like, yeah, I know. I was like, why don't you do something to stop it? And he's like, oh, you could tell he just was like, well, that's what they do. He's like, but
my dad was something else. He kind of envisioned like Clint Eastwood talking.
Oh, okay. That kind of guy.
That's my dad. Yeah, he's all.
It was hilarious though. Like he knew I was fucking with him.
Yep.
But he
He's
also
like, well,
knew that he had absolutely no fucking ground to stand on because he was just basically fixing shit up so that they could do it again.
Yep.
And he was making no effort to stop it from happening.
No, he didn't want to be the defeated part. You know? He's like, yeah, you're right.
It was great. It was hilarious. And Mike couldn't quit laughing. He was laughing so hard he couldn't even fucking talk when I was fucking with his dad.
The state of Oregon and their wisdom in the fishing game, they decided to introduce turkeys back to this area.
Uh-huh.
So they transplanted all these fucking birds from New Mexico and just randomly all throughout the state. They're a nuisance. And people, oh, cool wildlife, so they'll start feeding them. Well, the motherfuckers don't leave. They stay where the food is.
Uh-huh.
And so you get a neighbor that keeps feeding, and then they just keep multiplying. Well, they'd get on the roof at the house, and my dad would get pissed because they'll fuck your shingles up. And so I come home one day, and after I moved out and I went out to the house, he goes, hey, you want to grab that shovel and come help me get rid of this stink? And I was like, oh, someone hit a deer or whatever? He goes, no. He goes, he's just been shooting fucking blasting turkeys right and left.
Just saw right off the roof?
Yeah, he's just fucking shooting them. It's like, yeah, we better bury these things. And it's like, Dad, you can't do that.
Are they protected?
They're a game animal.
They're a game animal, so they're not protected, but you're supposed to have a tag.
Yeah.
And only kill them during season, unless they're a nuisance. But
to
probably
apply,
need a nuisance tag, huh?
you have to apply for the nuisance shit. My dad, he wasn't having it. He's like, fuck them, they're on my house. Fuck them, they're dead. He's like, yeah, it's starting to stink. We need to take care of this shit.
I have seen a shit ton of turkeys out
I
here.
was like, holy
dude,
shit,
it's
Dad.
ridiculous.
There's so many turkeys.
That's why so
stupid.
many people that are from Roseburg, like you hear about these people that are like, oh, I want to go turkey hunting, and everybody in Roseburg's like, why?
Yeah.
Fuck those turkeys, just shoot them.
Yeah.
There's no hunting involved. You can drive around neighborhoods and blast them.
It's kind of funny. I was watching my dad and the whole Clint Eastwood. He always smoked a fucking little cigarello cigar, and these guys all camoed out and shit stop by. It's like, hey, we see there's turkeys out in your field in the morning. Do you care if we cut? He goes, I don't care. You can come over here anytime you want. He goes, why are you all camoed out? He goes, well, turkeys are really smart. And he's like, they're the dumbest fucking animal I've ever met. And the guy's like, no. And he goes, watch this shit. And he takes a coffee can, puts some gravel in it, and starts shaking and all these fucking turkeys come running to it. And here's these guys with like hundreds and hundreds of dollars of fucking turkey calls and camoed out. And they're like, no shit.
All you did was shake a can?
Yeah. He goes, these are domesticated animals. Shoot every fucking one of them you want.
Yeah, nobody's going to turn you in. Just shoot them. Oh. Yeah, Mike's dad was Big Mike. He was freaking... He was an angry old man.
He wasn't having... he old school. He wasn't having the government shit. I don't want to say conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but in his eyes, the country went to shit when they killed Kennedy, and
yeah,
can't trust nobody.
Yeah,
Big Mike took freaking Gavin and John, Mike's kids, on a mountain drive up. I think you said it was up by Diamond Lake or something. Anyways, pulled over on the side of the road so they could take a leak. They took a leak, and then he pointed. And he goes, see that? It's a fucking camera. Got pictures of your peckers.
Just fucking with the kids.
Yeah. They're like, no. Why did you let us do that?
Sounds like a cool dude, man.
Because it's funny. As he's smoking a cigar.
Oh, so what kind of other plans you got for the future, dude?
Fucking ride by the seat of my pants, man. Figure it out on the way.
Yeah, you said you got a tournament. What, October what?
26.
I'm going to have to drive up to freaking... It's in Eugene, right?
Salem.
Salem?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's a long ways. I
We're
gotta
gonna
go to
have-
the city.
You don't got to come. You're fine.
No, I'm going to
Gonna
have to
have
come watch.
Any type of online or anything like that?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out
or-
yet. I'm sure my dad will want to know or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just...
If not, I'll take some videos with my phone.
Yeah.
I'll send them to your dad.
So I did see the last time, it was about a month ago, I was down at Seven Feathers, and they actually had on their billboard that they're having amateur MMA there.
Hell yeah.
And it might be check in to see who the promotion is for that.
Yeah, I have no idea how to get in the circuit out here, how to get my
Yeah.
amateur card or anything.
dude, I would love it. Dude, I would totally come watch you fight MMA.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would love to fight.
Especially if you got your ass kicked. I would love that.
it's been a good 10, 12 years since I've even messed with any of it. It was all the Oregon Boxing Commission was in charge of.
Okay. That's why I'm just going overseas, because I don't have to worry about anything.
And all that was basically your physical and your blood test.
Okay.
Is the whole.
Yeah. I'm thinking about going up to Eugene here and checking out some gyms, some
Yeah.
MMA gyms.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure someone, if I bug enough people.
Yeah.
Because I'm super open about it. I
They'll-
tell everybody I want to fight.
They'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
And-
Dude,
but
I love...
think-
So local MMA fights, the coolest thing, you go to these freaking MMA fights, and all the dudes that go, other than the fighters, I mean, there's fighters, but all the dudes that go to watch are just regular dudes. I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking guys in jeans and t-shirts,
Yeah.
drinking beers, loving it, right? All the girls that go are dressed like they're going to fucking prom, dude. It's crazy, and it
Yeah.
cracks me up. I don't understand. They're like out on the prowl, and the guys are like, whatever, dude. I'm fucking getting drunk.
Oh,
Watching this
shit.
fights with my buddies.
No,
violence.
And it cracks me up. All the
we did
fights
some
I've
really
ever been
good
to.
shows in Medford and a couple here at Douglas County at the fairgrounds, but it's been quite a while since they've been to Roseburg.
Seven Feathers
Seven
just had
Feathers,
some not very
yeah.
long ago.
But Eugene, Portland area, obviously,
Yeah.
you get to the metropolitan
Dude, I think you
areas.
should put a mask on and get into Mexican wrestling.
The Nucho, what was it? The
Nacho Libre.
Libre.
You could do some
yeah.
backflips off the turnbuckle.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, dude. Oh, man.
No,
Nacho
no,
Libre.
no.
I'm about to be Nacho for Halloween, dude.
I would love it. That's awesome, dude. You can wear a cape.
Oh, yeah.
You're too tall. They'd know you weren't.
Yeah.
They'd be like, no, this guy's an imposter.
I just need my nun, dude. I just need a little nun to be
Speaking
my...
of too tall and shit, so they had this fucking midget wrestling stuff.
That's badass. That's badass.
Mike's obsessed with
And-
midgets, by the way.
Yeah, midgets are bad.
He's going to totally marry a midget chick.
Someday, yeah.
He's sick.
That's
fuck.
my bucket list.
There's one that works with Seven Feathers.
I tried.
Just
helping
so you
her,
know,
yeah,
Little lady,
she don't like
if
me.
you listen to this podcast,
I think you're
I
beautiful.
got a guy for you.
But, anyways, so they had this midget wrestling down there, and my coworker Kevin White, he's fucking hilarious. He likes to drink, so we were down there, and I had missed. I got there late, so that the show was already going. So I didn't go in there. I just stayed out and gambled and shit. And the show come over. Well, they open the fucking doors, and everybody starts piling out. And here's Kevin. They're like, "Hey, how was the show?" And he's just kind of obnoxious drunk, and he's like, "Fucking false advertisement, man." And he's all talking real slow, like Spicoli slow. And I was like, "What are you talking about, dude?" He goes, "They weren't fucking midgets. They're all a bunch of fucking short Mexicans." I was like, "What the fuck, Kevin?" He goes, he's probably 5'7", and he's like, "Yeah," he goes, I could have probably got out there and I would have been a midget. It's like, did you fucking have a good time? Yeah, but they're not fucking midgets. And he just kept going off about it. And It was
You
great.
say for the whole show though?
It was fucking great. They're just short Mexicans.
Shit.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome though. Yeah, no, there's a girl that
Mm-hmm. Wish there is.
there's a girl that works in the hotel there at the front desk. Told
Shit,
Mike,
right,
I said, Mike, I found your next ex-wife.
I was like, I already seen her. It's
Well,
like,
shoot your shot, man.
she's like fucking
She was
radar.
cute too, actually. I got to give it to her.
Yeah.
Go shoot your shot, man. What are you
Fucking
waiting on?
sausage fingers and shit. Like, what the
Mike's
fuck?
bashful, dude. He can't handle it.
No.
Mike has two speeds.
All in or
The
all out?
slow, bashful, where
So-
nah, I'm not going to do that. And then the fucking high speed. way
Holy fuck,
overboard.
what's he doing?
Yeah.
So, obviously, I like to drink.
Yeah.
So, I can't even remember what the fuck we were down there for. I
Are
don't
you
know.
turn down the
Yes.
house thing?
The fucking Mountain Dew commercial.
What is
with
that
the-
song called? Turn down the what?
Turn down for what?
Turn
Okay.
down for what?
So it was real popular with the Mountain Dew commercial. And so we're sitting there just calm as fuck at the bar. Some poor fuckers were having their bachelorette party in the fucking bar that we're at. And I'm just sitting there chilling. That song came on.
Dude,
Fuck.
I never seen Mike move so fast.
Damn, and Sarah's all, what the fuck's happening? What's going on?
He was instantly grinding with strangers, uninvited.
I don't give
They
a
scattered
fuck.
fast.
I was humping the fucking goddamn speaker. It was great. That was the show.
It was not good. I thought we were gonna get kicked
Then
out.
the song went off, and I was all chill again.
The funniest shit was the best part of that was Mike even did that shit. The only person that got in trouble that night was Sarah.
Yep.
Almost got kicked out of she got cut off and almost got kicked out of the bar because me and Mike were sitting at the bar
Minding our own
where
business.
you have to come to order drinks, right?
Minding our own
Well,
business.
we're just sitting there drinking. Well, Sarah comes up to talk to us, and she's standing where you're supposed to come up to order drinks. Well, these other girls kind of like nudged their way in next to her to order drinks, and Sarah like, what the fuck's your
are you
problem,
doing?"
bitch? And they cut her off, and she was not having it.
She was
dude.
pissed.
She was pissed.
And then she's all, you get out there and act like a jackass.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here and I get fucking cut off.
It
I was
was
like,
the
oh, you got to
best.
know how to maintain, I guess.
Absolute best.
Fuck, you guys.
Yeah,
are
she was
animals.
not happy about it though.
It was great. I loved it.
Oh shit. Fucking animals tearing down the seven feathers, huh?
Yeah. That's what we do.
It's my reservation. dude.
That's the excitement.
We go there because I get everything cheap.
You know.
Except for drinks, dude. I don't get a discount. They should have tribal discounts on
Yeah.
drinks.
I think travel people should not be drinking. I think that's a
It
fucking.
should be free. We should not be paying for drinks.
I had a bad experience last time I was there, so.
That's because you were drunk.
Yes, it was. We'll blame it on that.
Yeah. We're at a freaking banquet
It was terrible.
where I'm supposed to be like representing the business and being professional. Mike's drunk as shit.
I thought I was being
running
funny.
around going, I'm with Carlos fucking Ortegon with One Paw Motherfucking Survival.
What?
Oh shit.
Show me
We had to
your
call his mom.
tits.
We had to call his mom to come get him and take him home. Well, come get fucking Mike.
My daughter's like, "Oh my god, Dad, get in the car."
That's fucking awesome.
His mom made him call us from the fucking car on the way home to
I am
apologize.
sorry. I'm sorry. I
It
was out of
dude. A
line.
grown ass man getting fucking sat down by his mom.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
It was
Yeah.
the best. It was my fault partially.
Yeah,
'Cause
fucking
we picked him
alcohol.
up and he was in a bad mood and he was already drinking.
He gave me some bad whiskey.
and I'm like, well, here, have this bottle of whiskey. Let's fucking drink this real fast.
Real fast.
I didn't think
we
about it.
did.
Yeah,
We
we drank that
drank
bottle
that
of
real
whiskey
fast.
before we even went in the fucking
God
banquet.
damn it.
It was a bad idea.
Then probably another $100 in fucking drinks down there. It
It
was,
was a
bad.
good time though.
He was representing the company though.
I did.
He was repping.
He was trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was kind of rude to Sarah's mom. It was terrible. It was terrible. I don't remember. I was being funny. I thought it was funny at the time.
It was the best.
I'm just a
dude.
comedian.
When people that are usually quiet are all of a sudden not,
Yeah.
it's always funny, dude.
It's not not a
It's
good
always the best.
not good to be in
When
public.
people
that
act
way.
out of character, you know it's gonna be you're gonna have just ammunition to fuck with them for the rest of their
And
life.
some pretty kick-ass memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, you remember?
Forever.
And then I'm
You're
like,
never living
no,
that
I
shit
don't
down,
remember,
bro.
actually.
You're never living it down.
I did what? Pretty cool.
Oh, I'm sure you got some memories of that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck yeah,
yeah.
dude. Blacking out. I used to wake up and be like, was I good?
Was I good?
Was I good?
You're like, what I do?
Yeah. And then it was like a yes or a no, and just like the anxiety of, fuck, which one was it?
Oh, fuck.
You didn't wake up with a face tattoo, though.
Yeah.
No face tattoos.
Yeah.
I have an ass tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So thank you for coming.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Oh,
No, I lost a freaking bet, dude. I had to get a golf tee tattooed right here.
I
Super-
thought that was a nail.
No, it's a golf tee. So I can put my balls on a tee.
Your balls do not hang that low, dude. They should
gotta
have
pull-
They should have put that tee way higher.
Dude, that would have hurt so bad. That's actually one of my most painful tattoos.
Jesus.
You're like, when I get old enough, they'll hang
Yeah.
on.
My God,
I'll
they'll
start teeing
reach.
off lower and lower.
They'll reach. You gotta put that fucking T on your calf. It'll work.
So you're open for fucking tattoo betting.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, dude.
That's
yeah.
a
I love
thing
fun
It's
right there.
on.
bets. Yeah,
Dude, I've been trying to get someone that'll bet me for tattoos. Nobody will.
I'll bet for tattoos. I have tattoos of my friends' initials on my ass. I got this golf tee tattoo.
Oh, dude, I'm not that nice.
My friend's got my name on his ass, but it says Wyja instead, and then the hearts on the eyes. And then he has our other friend's name, and it says Dakey Poo. His name's Dakin. And then my friend Dakin has my full initials on his ass, ECDG on his ass.
Oh no.
And then I didn't even lose my bet for my ass to get my ass tattooed. They're like,
Did
bro,
it.
we both have your name. Come on. And
You're
I was
like,
like,
okay.
all right, I'll get it.
Oh, so you don't even have to win the bet.
Yeah,
You're just
you're
I'll
like,
do
oh,
it."
fuck it, go ahead.
Well, I lost a bet for the golf tee, and they're like, dude, we both have your name on our ass. You have to get something. And I was like, all right, I just got D plus J. I got their first initial on my ass. I have to explain it to every
God.
chick, you know, like, oh, this actually isn't an X or anything. It's just
It's,
my
it's
fucking
my friend.
I swear it's my
no.
friend. And I got a picture of all of us showing our tattoos. So just for proof, you know.
Why are these chicks getting close ups of your ass, dude?
Eh,
Dude,
Or
it's
you're
in
into
there.
pegging then, huh?
Probably.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? What the
I'll
fuck?
try anything. Let's get
Fucking-
weird.
Fucking pegger.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Well, that's awkward.
How's your love life, dude? How's things going?
Oh, man. I'm slowly getting back out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How is that nowadays? What do you guys do?
Yeah, well, what do you
talks to
guys
anybody
do?
anymore?
Yeah, dude. So,
It's a digital world.
yeah,
damn it.
you got to get on the
When we
apps.
were your age, we had to actually like talk to girls,
Yeah,
and like you had to at least pretend like you had some kind of game.
yeah.
Dude, everybody in Roseburg's married. That's
Yeah.
like the thing to do here. Like 20 years old, I'm getting married.
It's
It's
'cause
like
they-
everybody's in the military here or some
because
shit.
they have kids.
Yeah, it's like got to be some rural community thing where you get married
I
and
think
have
you're
kids.
just not meeting the people that aren't.
Well, I'm not. No.
No, there's not many.
I don't know. I'm old. I don't meet people. Period. So I meet customers, and I don't know if they're married or not because that would be an awkward question.
No, it wouldn't. You should do it.
Yeah,
Sign on the fucking
Yeah.
door as you walk in. Tell me if you're
I'm like,
married.
give me your money. Sign right here. By the way, are you married?
God.
Maybe I'll start asking people that, and they'll be like, "Why?" And I'll be like, "My nephew's in town."
Oh, I met some cool people. Met a cool chick, but it's like single moms, you know.
Yeah,
Like that's the
I
Roseburg
thought that's what
flavor.
you said you were into.
I'm scared of that kind of responsibility, man. Plus, my dad was a fucking prick, dude. My stepdad, my dad created so much drama, dude. Oh fuck, that's the first thing I asked her. I said,
Your
"Is there gonna
stepdad,
be-"
who, Kevin?
Yeah, my dad was mean to Kevin, dude.
Oh, your dad was mean to Kevin.
Yes,
I gotcha.
dude. One time, my dad went to Kevin.
You
and
can't
my
be
mom
telling my kid what to do.
went to pick me up, and and my dad and all his friends surrounded the car and
What
shit.
the fuck?
It was a shit show, man. It was just a lot of drama,
Yeah.
and I'm
That's
like,
normal.
fuck, dude.
Were they all in lowriders?
You get the fucking ego going. Yeah.
And I'm talking to my mom. I'm like, yo, mom, it's like,
I just picture this California gang violence.
I'm gonna have to fuck with Stephanie on that one.
Don't you be talking to my son like that, bro.
What's up, man?
Oh, it was such a shit show. So much drama, dude.
What's up?
So that would be my stipulation, like no baby daddy drama on that front.
Yeah. He
But
got
Kevin to be like, dude, you want to have a fucking karaoke off?
What the fuck?
Hell no, my mom's like, don't get out of the car, Kevin.
Stay in the car.
Because my dad and his friends would have jumped the shit out of him, dude.
Of course.
Oh, shit, dude.
It was a shit. Everybody was hammered. Everybody in the whole situation was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
That's so unusual.
No, it's not.
Nothing bad ever happens when that is the situation.
It doesn't.
Wonder why I have such an unhealthy relationship
all-
with alcohol.
It's
No
all fun
way.
and games, man.
Oh, man.
Everyone's a comedian when they're drinking.
Oh, no, but so
When my boy was in here, Carlos was grilling him on the fucking what's the red flags and all
yeah,
this
he had
shit.
no idea what red flags are, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
telling
shit.
you.
He was open to anything. And Carlos was like face tattoos on chicks. He's like, that's hot.
Yeah,
It's a go.
like
I
any,
can't- How the
anything
fuck
that
am I gonna judge, bro? I'm like homeless. I can't judge a chick, dude.
you are not really homeless. When I picture homeless, I picture like some dude sleeping in a fucking cardboard box and fucking hanging out in front of McDonald's asking me for a fucking Big Mac
Needing
Yeah.
a shower.
and taking showers down the street here at the fucking warming center.
But if a chick's like, yo, let me come over to your place, like, you like trailers? You
Yeah.
into trailers?
Yeah, there was this TV show called The Rockford Files, and he lived in a fucking trailer, and he was
Yeah.
a baller, dude. he always had the chicks.
Dude, I was semi-homeless for a while. When I got together with Justice's mom, my first wife, when we first got together, I lived at my buddy's grandma's house.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I shared a room with him and his brother.
And
There was 3 of us living in a room with 2 beds.
they made his grandma smoke weed.
Yeah.
When I was in Hawaii, I lived in a little 500 square foot studio, dude. It was so tiny.
With 2
Wow.
other guys.
With one other dude,
Oh.
Dakin lived on my couch, and the only decoration I had was Legos on the wall.
Nice.
And like girls would come over, I'd be like, "Yo, Dakin, you gotta leave for like an hour, bro."
Get the fuck
And
out.
then we come home, and I'd be like, I would just joke and be like, "I'm just playing on hard mode. I hope you like Legos." You
Dude,
know?
It's
I'm
like-
I'm so glad that fucking kids your age
yeah.
still have some of that stuff going on. Dude, my first wife and I, when we got our first place together, we couldn't afford to decorate. So we went to Ross and bought some puzzles. We put those puzzles together and Mod Podged them and then hung puzzles on the wall.
That's our
badass.
picture.
Looked like artwork, dude.
Mhm.
There was some
That's
fucking
awesome.
whales and dolphins and shit.
We always had the hand-me-down shit.
Yeah, I didn't have shit for hand-me-down shit.
Or lawn
I didn't
chairs.
care because as soon as I was gonna go on deployment or something, I just give my lease up,
Yeah.
put all my shit in storage, or give all my shit away, and that was that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool though. I'm glad to hear that that's how it works. So what are you doing? What do you guys do nowadays? I mean, I know you guys are really into like the internet and apps, and that's how you meet people. How is it different for you because you don't drink? So I mean, when I was your
Yeah, a
age,
lot of the
I only met
bar
girls at the
scene.
fucking bar.
Yeah, dude.
You don't go to the bar. You don't go hang out at the bar. So how do you do it? What do you do?
Well, Jacob told me I had to do the apps.
Yeah,
He's like, you got to do the fucking apps.
dude,
or
I
you're
don't
not
know if taking advice from my kid is a good idea.
Dude, that guy, I don't want to put his game out there, but he's talking. He does well for himself. He does fucking well.
He's a
for
go-getter,
himself.
right?
We don't live
right.
in this town anymore, so
Well,
it's all
he's
right.
a fucking whore, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Man,
time.
whore
And he's like,
Jacob.
dude, he's like, you have to do it, and especially with your lifestyle, like, I don't go to the bars and shit.
That's good.
And I don't know. I think it makes a lot of chicks uncomfortable when I tell them I don't drink or something. I think a lot of people have this idea of like I'm not going to be fun or something.
What? But you don't put it out there like that.
Uh-uh.
You just don't do it.
Yeah, and I don't think that I act
Some
like-
people that don't drink are all about not drinking.
yeah.
Like they're like, no, I don't drink. Sorry, I can't do that. You don't even.
Fuck no. Right?
You don't even. I like honestly. I didn't even know that was a thing
Yeah.
with you until you had been at our place for fuck a week, dude. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I did because
Well, I think I
most-
figured it out today that you don't drink.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, a lot of people make it a big deal. And You
Yeah.
don't make it a big deal. It's
no,
not
it's
like
just part of life. That's the way it
Yeah,
is.
and honestly,
Take it or leave it. Fuck off.
you're just as fun not drinking as you would
Yeah.
be if you. I mean, I don't know what you were like when you were drinking. But,
It was a 50-50 chance of
Yeah.
a good time.
I mean,
or-
but you're just
You
as fun to
never know.
hang out with.
It's like
Yeah.
rolling dice.
Yeah.
yeah.
And some people that don't drink also like almost make it like you're doing something wrong if you're drinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't judge anybody. I don't give a shit. It's like it's me and my vices.
Right.
Like
right.
when I'm talking to girls, I tell them like it's my vices. Like I don't care if you drink or something. Like maybe I'm not gonna make out with you right after you take a shot or something. Like,
sure.
But other than that, like
Oh, dude, if I wasn't drinking, I'd be all about making out with them right after.
Jesus.
I'm like, oh god, this is even better.
Better. Fuck.
oh shit.
Maybe you should think about it.
No.
No, I'm proud of you for doing that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But like I said, you don't make it uncomfortable for the people around you that don't.
Yeah.
Which says a lot about where you're coming from and how much you I don't know how normal it is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about these apps or whatever?
Oh, dude, it fucking sucks.
How do they work?
You swipe. It's like the shallowest form of connection.
Is it
Does
the
she
swipe right,
look-
swipe left type
Yeah,
thing?
bro.
It's
Does
just
she look hot? And
Appearance
that's like-
only.
It's like the most shallow form because you can't get so much out of a bio, you know.
Yeah.
And then you're not really getting to know who they really are. You're getting to know like what they want you to see.
Yep.
It's just kind of a shit show.
So you're saying is everybody uses fake pictures?
False advertisement. Pretty obvious.
I mean, you just gotta meet. You gotta get them and get to know them. You know, you gotta meet them, and
So the closest thing we had when I was your age was blind dates.
that's fucking crazy. That's actually crazy.
So
Yeah.
I went on a blind date one time, and this is a funny story.
It's
dude.
no good, actually.
I met it was my buddy's girlfriend. She set me up with a friend of hers, quote unquote, that she knew I'd be perfect for. And I was like, okay. And then we went on a blind date to the worst place ever to go on a date, period. Do not go to the movies on a date.
Oh, that's horrible.
You don't get to talk.
It's fucking dark.
You can barely see what you're looking at. It's just, the movies are a stupid place
That's
for
a
a
horrible
date,
first
dude.
date.
Go to fucking lunch. Go somewhere where you can talk. Go somewhere where you can see the person that you're fucking talking to, right? So we went to the movies and we met, and literally she got there late. So we were like, we got to go in the movie right now.
Already.
So we went into the movie. I saw her. Honestly, it would have been better if the movie would have already started because I saw her in line behind us.
and it just
And I was
It
like,
was
no,
done and
this
over
isn't
with.
happening.
meh.
So we went inside. I introduced myself. I talked to her for like literally about 5 seconds. And I was like, yep, my first instincts were correct.
All right, shut the fuck up.
This is
Movie's
not
on.
happening. So then we went into the theater and I sat 3 rows behind her.
Shut up. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't even say goodbye to her after the movie. I just
See
went
you
home.
later.
Like I've been catfished pretty gnarly, but I've always been polite. Finished out the date, went home.
How do you be polite, man?
I don't know. It's just like an awkward situation, and
Well, I could understand being polite.
I'm not
I
trying to
know.
shit on her, you know.
I
But she
would.
did just play my ass. By
If it was straight up fucking false advertisement shit and lies, like, hey, motherfucker, what's up?
She comes out with a fucking mustache.
Yeah. What? Your name is. You said Samantha, not Sam, motherfucker. What?
Oh shit. But yeah, I just think dating sucks right now.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think it's pretty tough right
Well,
now.
honestly, I think technology
yeah. It's-
really has put a damper on it, dude.
Yeah. Well, like for the last couple months, I haven't really been dating that long. Last couple months has just been on me.
Well, you had a girlfriend before that.
Yeah, yeah. So the last couple months has just been focusing on me and shit, and just traveling, enjoying myself.
Because the last time you were up here visiting, you had your girlfriend with you.
Yeah, yeah.
And I liked her. She's a cool chick.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
She's not a bad girl or anything.
Yeah.
I just don't think that
She wasn't into the Nomad thing.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's going to be a tough one to sell for sure. Hey, you want to come be homeless with me?
Yeah.
You want to have no plans?
Yeah, I don't think most girls are into that.
Yeah.
So maybe the
why are
whole-
you always
maybe
showing
the
your
apps
ass
are
cheeks
perfect
to
for you
everyone?
at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, if stuff's meant to be, it happens eventually.
Exactly. That's what I say all the time. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
That's a good philosophy to have right there.
Especially when it comes to dating and women and stuff. You can't get too hung up on stuff.
Fuck no. It'll ruin a guy.
Dude, I'm a horrible single person. When I was single, horrible. Holy shit.
What'd you do?
the intro music started playing again.
It's the outro music.
Did we?
I don't know if anybody could hear that or not.
Did we start
What do you
over?
mean you're a bad single person? Like,
I just couldn't be single.
He was a Jacob.
Like the minute I was single, I was looking for girls.
Oh shit.
And
Had to have that comfort. That was the blankie.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyways, no, I was a horrible single person, and so I mean, when I started when I was single before Sarah and I got together. I mean, the minute I was single, I was out trying to find another girl. Like literally the minute I became single, I was like at the bar trying to hook
process
up.
anything.
No, I was like, fuck no, I gotta find somebody else. And it was just horrible.
Yeah.
And that's Sarah and I got together because she actually worked for me at the time.
Mhm.
And we were friends.
Forbidden.
And so I would invite people that I knew out to go to the bar with me because I didn't want to be there by myself. So I'd be like, hey, I'm going to the bar if you guys want to come. And then it worked out that I would stay at her place for a little bit, because I didn't want to drink and drive all the way home or whatever. So I would go crash on her couch. And it kept me from going home with people that I really didn't want to go home with.
Okay, I hear you.
And we were just friends. Like, in fact, a couple times she brought guys home with her. They'd go do their thing, and I would freaking stay on the couch. And eventually, we joke about it because we would tell each other, don't ever, like I told her straight up, don't ever let me sleep in your room unless you want to sleep with me. Because it will happen. And she'd be like, oh, I've got more self-control than that. And I was like,
no, you don't.
Think you do.
He goes,
but I'm pretty good at what I do.
Carlos
so,
Ortega.
You're such a cocky son of a
I am Carlos Ortega.
Yeah.
It will not happen.
And then her whole thing was, well, don't ever tell me you love me, blah, blah, blah. Don't fall in love with me. That type of thing. And eventually we both failed. And we've been together ever since. But
awesome. That's a pretty cool story.
Yeah,
Dude. That's
it was
pretty unorthodox.
What was cool though was because we were such good friends, we didn't have any secrets.
No, it was just natural.
We knew everything about each. In fact, she tried to set me up with. She set me up with her sister.
Yeah.
I mean, she set me up with everybody that she could think of. I set her up with my brother, and all he could do is talk about his ex-girlfriend. So she was like, "Your brother's fucking lame." And dude, I mean, we tried to set each other up. We were just friends forever, and then things just led where they led. And
now look at you.
But it was cool, and that's the only relationship I've ever had like that.
That's pretty badass.
But I mean, yeah, I was a horrible single person. The worst part is I would go out after work pretty much every day that I didn't have my kid. I would go out. And the problem was I would go out with the intention of finding a girl.
Going home with somebody, yeah.
Well, not even just going home. I'm like, I was ready to get married again. I didn't give a shit.
Jesus.
I'm like going out. I'm looking for the one.
Fucking shopping.
But about, I don't know, 4 or 5 drinks in.
You're like, fuck this.
All I cared about was drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And so I would just be getting warmed up. And then I'd be drunk. And like girls would hit on me at the bar and shit. And Sarah would be like,
you're like, fuck
that
off.
girl was totally throwing herself at you. And I'm like, no, she was not.
Fuck her, I was drinking.
Yeah. There was one bar that we used to hang out at all the time. She's like, the bartender hits on you every time we're here. She likes you. You need to make some moves. And I'd be like, all right. I'm just going to have a couple drinks first. And I would never hit on her, dude. Never.
See, I don't have the luxury of liquid courage.
Yeah.
Man. I don't
It was dumb.
that.
It was stupid. And, yeah. So, I mean, it's cool that because you're getting a real interaction, whereas I was always under the influence or whatever.
Yeah.
But it worked out good for me because Sarah and I ended up getting together. And like I said, we were best friends before we ever did anything.
That's beautiful. I love that the story's unorthodox. I think that's so beautiful.
It's not the most romantic thing in the world.
No, it's
whatever.
badass. That's badass.
I wouldn't change it.
Yeah. Shit, I'm hoping for the same thing, dude.
Well, kind of hard to do when you don't have a freaking home base. Well, I mean, we're close to your home base, you know.
Yeah, this will be my home base for sure. So
for now, at least.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a hard sell too. Is like, I talk to a girl and it's like they're thinking about stability and shit, and I'm like, well, I may or may not be here.
Who knows? You never can tell, dude.
No.
Yeah. So what kind of, I mean, I know you're going to school. What kind of, I mean, other than doing a little more traveling and trying to finish school, what kind of plans do you have for the future?
I want to be a dad.
Yeah? You do want to have kids?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I want to be a dad for sure. That
That's
scares
cool.
the shit out of me, but I just
well,
want to
you're
have a
good
family.
with my grandkids. I mean,
Yeah.
you play with them.
Yeah.
I know you say that, I don't know how you guys do it or whatever, but you seem to be good with them.
I guess I'm just afraid of fucking it up, dude. That's probably my biggest.
I don't think you can really fuck it up when it comes to kids.
It's natural.
Nobody's a parent until they're a fucking parent.
No, if
you
you got a grasp on what's right and wrong, you're gonna be good as a parent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're like on the pipe or something,
Yeah.
maybe you shouldn't have kids.
No,
But
that's
you're
what I'm
not,
saying. Is
so,
right
I mean,
and wrong thing.
yeah.
If you know an ethical, I can't leave my kid by himself and I go to the bar. You know
Yeah.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
They're 10 years old driving you down there. Yeah.
I can't let the fucking baby sit there and with a piece of metal by the fucking socket. You know that's right and wrong.
Okay.
Dude,
I don't know. It's just something that definitely.
I found
scares
some
me.
metal when I was a kid.
I know,
parents
I did
didn't leave
too.
Me there, but
My parents were bad. Fucking shock therapy. It's awesome.
dude, I remember the first time I peed on an electric fence with my little brother. We're gonna play swords.
So
Freaking playing like
Don't-
Star Wars with
don't
our
cross
pee.
the streams.
And there was a fucking electric fence. And the funny shit was my parents were inside the kitchen with the people that lived there.
And they knew you did it.
No, they were watching us.
Yeah.
That
Just
their
let it
friend
happen.
that owned that, it was a dairy farm. We were on this dairy farm,
Let it
and they were at the fence, and the guy that owned the farm was like, "Watch this, it's gonna be funny shit."
happen.
And that shit lit me up.
Mhm.
Felt like it was like, I like peed on the fence, and it felt like somebody kicked me in the ass. And I turned around to my little brother, and I was like, "Don't fucking kick me!" And he's like, "I didn't kick you." And I was like, "Whatever." And I went back to finish peeing, and then it happened again, and I turned around and just punched him,
Because it's on pulse.
and they were inside the kitchen just busting up laughing.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, dude, that sounds awesome. I really want to have a family. I think that would be fucking.
Yeah.
I think that would be the perfect end of my journey.
We got
Well, it won't be the end.
Beginning to another journey.
It
Yeah.
is another journey.
But that would be
Yeah.
the end of my traveling days.
I
for
thought
sure.
my journey was over, and now I got grandkids.
Yeah.
You see all these people that, you know, they go through all their life, they do their work, fucking professional life and all that, raise kids and all that shit, and then they get to the retirement age and then they go into traveling again.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
And that's kind of inspiring too to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, I met a bunch of them out there, dude.
Yeah.
I met a bunch of them out there traveling.
So don't say it's the end.
Yeah.
It's-
It'll be the end for a little bit at least.
Yeah.
It's
We
just
have a-
pause.
Yeah.
You do some different shit. during-
Jacob and Carlos, one of Jacob's friends, he just became a dad. And, you know, I ran into him and he was just nervous as fuck, you know. And
Naturally.
he's like, I don't know. He had shitty fucking growing up and all that. He goes, I'm just afraid and all that. It's like, dude, it's fucking natural. His baby was born and everything, and it's like a fucking light switch. And it's like, I told you, motherfucker.
That's crazy, dude.
It's great. And it's not for everybody, but it's...
Yeah, that's definitely like my next chapter is for sure, like starting a family.
Well, I think as long as you don't reject those things.
Yeah. Don't run from it.
Yeah. You just be a fucking man and do what you're supposed to do. And things work out. But you got a fucking good, positive attitude about everything.
And then the other little snippet of fucking stupid advice from an old drunk guy is, if you do end up in that situation where someone's pregnant and there's a kid coming, don't fucking think that you have to get married. There's a guy right here. There's a guy right fucking here. That shit don't work.
You can take care of your kids without being married.
Yes,
It ain't cheaper to keep them?
Huh?
It ain't cheaper to keep them?
Fuck no.
Not in the long run.
Fuck no. It ain't cheaper to keep them.
Honestly, the money portion of it doesn't matter.
One way or the other, you're going to
The
fucking
money
pay.
portion doesn't matter, dude. If you're a fucking dad to your kids.
Yeah, that's
all
the
that matters,
emotional
dude.
thing is the attachment.
You just do the right thing for your kid.
Fuck money.
You know, don't worry about what their fucking mom thinks.
Nope.
You just do what's right for them.
Do what's right for the kid. It sounds stupid, and I don't want to sound like I'm lecturing you or nothing, but you just see so many fucking people living fucking proof right here.
Yeah.
You don't have to get married because you have a kid.
Yeah. My dad would tell me that otherwise because that's the only reason I did.
How'd it work out?
Yeah, it didn't work out. That's good.
That's all I got to say. How'd it work out?
Yeah.
But in the long run, like I said, I wouldn't change anything.
No.
I wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't have the kids that I have. And I love my freaking kids to death. I love my grandkids. And
Yeah. Just passing on.
I mean, life is whatever it is.
However you look at
You embrace it. You do what you can to be the best at
lineage
whatever it is that
or
you're doing. And you just keep going. And for me, just the past few years have been my change in mindset.
Yeah.
And like I've really changed myself personally as far as being a positive person and focusing on the long-term goals and not trying to blame everybody for every other thing. And that kind of stuff.
Don't be the victim.
For you though,
You know,
you're already a
you're
positive
already
person. You
natural.
already look at the positive and
Definitely.
and if you can stay that
It's
way,
cool as fuck.
dude, you're gonna have a great life, man.
Fuck yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, now I'm less scared about being a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't do it right away.
It's scary.
For me, I was
Don't-
worried about. So I did not want to be an old dad.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to wait too
probably,
long.
That's probably scarier than anything. Is it?
I mean, that's probably the road I'm heading down.
I wanted to be a
Older
young
dad.
enough guy that I could do stuff with my kids. Which, you know, for me, I was like, oh, dude, I got to have kids before I'm 25 or I'm going to be too old. But really, it's not like that. I mean, you're older than that already, and you'd fucking be a great dad.
It's all
Yeah.
planning. And I'm 51. I got an employee that's 50. They just had a fucking baby this year.
What?
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's an old
and,
dad.
and I'm like, what are you thinking, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not dogging on them or nothing like that, but
You're
reality.
60 when your kid's 10?
Just think of reality. Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
It's going to keep them young, though. I bet it'll keep them young and mobile.
yeah. But
They can both drink the same stuff.
exactly. And sure. And sure.
He's like, give
Nah.
me some of that formula.
It's crazy.
I keep joking with my mom that I'm going to have to be a stepdad at my age, dude.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to fucking...
There ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
there's
that.
nothing wrong with that.
There's
I just joke. I give Kevin shit all the time. I'm like, I don't want your fucking job, bro.
Well, that's because you think about how bad you were to
I know.
him.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
the fucking worst to Kevin. Kevin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. I was the fucking worst to that man.
He's badass.
He's another one of those super positive people, too.
Yes, he
Yeah, he
is.
is.
You probably got some of that from him.
I think so.
Probably, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's kick ass, dude. I don't know how the fuck I gave that man hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. too.
Always been fucking just.
And I don't know how he's so happy having to put
I
up with hyour
know.
mom all
With
the
your
time.
mom. That's crazy. Your mom's off the hook sometimes, dude.
Oh,
She's funny as fuck. Yeah, she's one of the funniest people I know.
Except for that one joke that she
the
tells
female.
everybody every time.
Well,
what joke is that?
You just
What
gotta
is
laugh.
that joke? You know it by heart.
You just gotta laugh.
What joke?
At that.
Which one are you talking about?
The fucking how they met.
Oh, the fucking mouse, my pussy ate it joke.
Jesus.
Yeah, that joke.
I've heard that so many times, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love them to
That's the origin of my fucked up family. That
They're
fucking joke.
hilarious, dude. I love them.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's awesome though. But you're a super positive kid. I love it.
That's badass.
I love how you're living your life right now. And just keep doing it, dude. Keep doing your thing.
We'll do, man.
Yeah, I love it. And I get to enjoy having you around right now because you're hanging out at our place.
Yeah, I appreciate your house is the shit, man. It's a nice, soft place for me to land. I literally didn't know where the fuck I was going, and I came here, and it was like, this is cool.
It gives me some other stuff to keep an eye on.
It's
like
cool as hell.
Like right now, it's giving me an opportunity to watch some
And
MMA.
to watch the journey. It's
Yeah.
fucking cool as hell.
I just, when you get old, you start living through other people's experience.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but
Yeah.
that's the way it works.
That's how it works. You get stuck in what you do, and so hopefully you're surrounded by people that do some cool shit, so you can watch what they do and feel good about what they do, and maybe teach them some stuff along the way.
Check into your tournament and then everything that's coming up, or your event, and see if there's any socials going on. If it's going to be online and shit, I'd love to watch that.
You're gonna watch. You're gonna come with me. There's some good food in Eugene, dude. We'll go up there, or in Salem. We'll go eat some fucking shit.
If I can work it out, I'd
I'll
definitely
probably
go
be
up there.
cutting weight, bro. I probably won't be able to eat.
Well, we'll eat in front of you. We don't care.
We know there's a good gun store up there that, because
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll check some gun stores out on the way.
Remember having to drive all the way up there for
Yeah.
the fucking car that the guy catfished or whatever you would call it, Gavin.
Yeah. Perfect. But anyways, I hope you. I'm glad you came on the show, dude.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We
bro.
actually did this before, and it didn't work out, so we had to redo it. But I feel like you're more comfortable this time, anyways.
Yeah, I was way nervous last time.
Yeah. Just a couple old fat
Plus,
guys.
we got to have Mike on it this time,
Yeah.
and everybody likes to hear Mike's 2 cents.
I know. I pride myself in that.
Yeah.
Whether they want to hear it or not, they're fucking hearing it.
You got anything big going on, Mike?
Nothing.
No.
No.
Not waxing your ass or doing anything cool.
I am inspired, and I'm gonna, maybe not peaks, but like maybe hills and ass cheeks or something.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Your backyard.
Backyard ass cheeks.
Mike's picture is just him standing in his backyard with his pants around his ankles.
Yeah, I can do that.
Porches and cheeks.
Yeah, porches
and cheeks. I got 3 to fucking pee off of. I can do that. Fact,
I expect to see that on your social media.
you just gave me an idea.
It's 10 out of 10 on the Divorcee website.
Yep. Oh god. I can do
Oh, that would be fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
There's probably some people to be into that shit.
it. I know. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. No, talking shit here. I am going to do it.
Yeah.
Watch this
Fuck
shit.
yeah, dude.
For real though, in your little adventures, if you find a midget chick, Mike's looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let him
He's
know.
on the prowl,
Hey,
and
yeah.
for whatever reason, he's into that.
Pictures, or it didn't happen.
What's fucking hilarious though is my sister-in-law is scared to death of midgets.
No.
So at Christmas, when Mike's over with his fucking new old lady, it's gonna be the best.
yes.
It's gonna look like
I'm gonna make them like play games together.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Why are
be
they so
awesome.
scared of midgets? They're human
I don't
beings.
know. She's scared of birds too. She's a weird nutty bitch.
Which sister-in-law?
Fucking Trina.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
She's scared of midgets and birds,
That's a good thing to know.
which I don't get.
I'm going to show up with a midget and a fucking parrot.
It's looking like a fucking...
This is my CNI parrot.
Arr, matey.
Oh god, dude! If you had a midget and a parrot, you'd have to fucking have an eye patch, dude. You're like straight up a pirate.
I'll fucking wear an eye patch.
That'd
I
be
don't care.
badass.
I think it'd be cool. Limp around.
Put a fucking peg leg on.
Yeah, but that'd be fake. If you let me chop your leg off, it'd be okay.
No, we're not in that.
Okay.
I'll put a clog on, like from Denmark or something.
Fucking wooden shoe.
Just one.
You're like, this shit makes me feel like I had a broke leg.
One wooden shoe. And a midget and a parrot. And maybe a dog named Dick.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up. Thank you, Elijah, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
If anyone
guys.
wants to fucking check out
awesome.
Peaks and Cheeks,
Do it. I swear.
what is it again on Instagram?
Elijah Garcia.
Elijah de Garcia. So you can follow him. Mike, it's always a pleasure to have you, dude.
Yes, yes.
And if you're a midget out there and you're looking for a man,
How you doing?
if you're interested in an old fucking semi-overweight guy that drinks too much,
I'm working on it.
Mike is here ready for you. So, anyways, I guess that's it. Until next time, don't forget to come shopping on Cross Survival.